Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everyone. Episode 282 of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's dreaming and dropping in the distance with me tonight?
This is Joe Butler, and you'll never guess how many people I have inside my heart.
It's Dominic. I'm a dream eater. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Phoebe Stanton. If somebody you love has ever used a gamer tag filled with X's, currently uses the website formerly known as Twitter, or has ever worn an X on a piece of clothing, then they may be afflicted with mortification. For more information about this affliction, including how to cure it, please call 1-800-539-2523. That's 1-800-KEYBLAD. And remember, may your heart be your guiding key.
And when I have nowhere to resort, I've thought about it the entire week. I don't care. Hi, it's Emanuel. I'm back. It's darkness, Keyblade, something. I don't know. We're running out of time. Or are we, though? We're about to drop. Oh, my God. Mike, I'm falling asleep.
Take out Emanuel and bring someone else in.
This entire game is just a hypnotist's wet dream. It's like, okay, now drop.
So, we are here to talk about Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which originally came out on the 3DS
under the title of Kingdom Hearts 3D.
Developed by Square Enix, published by Square Enix. Originally came out in 2012, but I don't remember when 2.8 comes out, which is the one I played.
2016.
Okay.
2017.
17? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the version I played. Did we all play the HD version then?
I did.
I'm hoping so.
I did.
I thought you played the DS version, Dominic.
No, I've been playing the HD ones because y'all kept telling me to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's because
I was also under the impression that Dom had done the 3DS version for some reason.
Nobody should play the 3DS version.
Yeah,
No.
There's no reason to play the 3DS version now that the HD version is out.
I plan to eventually.
Play the 3DS version because the opening is probably the best part of the whole thing.
I mean, you still get the same opening.
I mean, whenever we do the recover to the first game next year, that's me cracking open 1.5 plus 2.5 HD for PS4. Now I'm gonna play that whole thing again because I can't just leave it at the one game.
I mean,
and when that's all
get it
done,
on Steam.
Yeah, I say, why play on PS4 when you can buy it on Steam?
I don't play on PC.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a computer for that.
You're missing out.
Buy Steam Deck.
Yeah.
When I have money, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So weird. The Dream Drop Distance is... okay, the funny thing is about Kingdom Hearts... Okay, first I gotta state this out. When I was playing this game, I was playing on my PS4, my TV, and my wife is usually in the room, and she's like, so who's that, and what's that? I'm like, you keep asking questions I don't know how to answer without going on like a tirade. Because she saw Ansem, and she's like, who's Ansem? I'm like, that is a tough question.
That's a loaded question.
And then
Next
she
question.
saw Roxas at one point, and she's like, who's Roxas? I'm like, well, that's the same guy. That's the same
That's another
person, but
loaded
that's when he
question.
became a Heartless, and then he had a nobody. And she's, I'm just like, yeah, it's the same guy.
Mike, we can make this super easy. There's only two answers. Sora, Xehanort.
Everybody
there's
who's not
three
Sora is
answers.
actually Xehanort. Everyone who's not Xehanort is Sora.
I'm
Easy.
so glad we had that conversation about Mike taking his wife to go see the Kingdom Hearts movie because that just makes this way more accurate than what we told him.
Oh, man.
But it was just funny. It was just like, because I understand a bit, but also like it makes me think because this game is so much part of the series. Like I don't know, like just the bit we'll get into the bits and pieces that you get in this game. I know are going to be story points that come back in 3 because they have to be.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's next big game.
Yeah,
do you
like
know?
how many
It was
people
free.
went from Kingdom Hearts 2 to Kingdom Hearts 3 and went, what the fuck?
But Mike, this is Kingdom Hearts 3D.
This is. I mean, this really is. I mean, I don't care that they put a D in front of it. They really should have gave them numbers a long time ago because, like, Chain of Memories, you have to play before 2. You have 358 by 2 days. You should play because otherwise you wouldn't know who the hell Xeon is, who you see in this game.
That's 2.5. And this is 2.8.
And then you need Birth by Sleep. That is essentially 3. You have to play Birth by Sleep in order to understand this game because there are things in here that would make you see characters make absolutely no sense. You didn't play Birth by Sleep. The only one you don't need to play is Recoded.
But you should play Recoded anyway.
You should, but you don't need to for the. But everything else is fucking canon.
No,
like I mean, they're all canon, but Like everything else affects the story big time so far for this game.
They are all canon because literally Maleficent talks about the thing that they were trying to get in Recoded. So
no.
Yes, they literally talk about that.
Play Recoded because thematically it's attached to this. First, Sora was inside Riku. Now Riku is inside Sora.
That's true.
I can't.
But importantly, going from Kingdom Hearts 2 to 3 directly is like going from Star Wars Episode 2 to 3. Because there's a whole Clone Wars series in between that like nobody watched comparatively. And then all of a sudden, Revenge of the Sith has like General Grievous and all this extra shit in it. And you're like, what the fuck is all this?
Yeah. There was the original Tarkovsky show that did bridge the gap between the two.
Really great Tarkovsky show.
It's fine. It's on the show too, by the way, if you want to hear an episode about it. But no, I do want to go with our memories of this Kingdom Hearts game. So I never played this before, had no interest in playing it before, didn't give a shit about 3DS. I didn't even own the 2.8 HD collection until we were going to do this. I'm like, shit, this is next month. I got to buy a copy. Or maybe of 2-3 months, but I bought it on GameStop. So thank you, GameStop. That's mine. What about you, Joe?
Funny enough, I think I did the same thing because was this early 2012 or late 2012?
July.
Okay, yeah. So I left the military at the end of 2011. So I want to say I remember them teasing this. So I very specifically bought the nice hot cherry red 3DS to play this. Yeah. And I played it and I beat it and I was like really excited because it's like, oh man, I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. And then like 10 years later, Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. So.
Emanuel.
I never owned a 3DS until 2016. So by that time, I already had gotten, that was also the year that I got a PS4. So I just waited until the HD version. I didn't play the 3DS version. I just waited for the HD version in 2017, and that's the first time that I played it. So I'm not sure how many times I actually played it because apparently I had 2 save files on my thing. One was on beginner, one was on standard, one was like 80 hours, and then there's this playthrough. So I guess I played it twice the first time that I got it. I don't know.
You just liked it that much.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like it more than Chain of Memories, Always and Forever. So kind of spoilers, I guess, but this is like my 5th one. Like I haven't played I haven't beaten Recoded and 358 like you guys did. But, out of the ones that I have played, this is like 5th one. Below 1, 2, 3, and Birth by Sleep for me.
I don't even know how to quantify how I feel about these in an order like that. But if you're going off my memories, I surely did not play this when it came out. I'll tell you, I remember I was at a LAN cafe in middle school when I first heard the news about it. I remember that very distinctly. Everyone was so excited that there was a 3DS Kingdom Hearts. And I'm like, oh, sure. All right. Yeah, it's got the World Ends With You characters. Okay, that's cool. I guess I should play that eventually.
Hey, aren't we glad that we played The World Ends With You now?
Yeah.
I'm very glad.
I'm very glad because I find it like going through that Traverse Town with those characters and hearing the music. I was like, hey, like the Leonardo DiCaprio gif, like, hey.
Yes, and that is why we played The World Ends With You and no other specific reason.
Yeah, it's because we're also doing Renatus at some point.
Oh my
Yeah,
We do the sequel to The World Ends With You eventually as well.
Maybe next year, but I'm not promising anything.
Oh yeah, next year's gonna be great. We have Final Fantasy 15, Neo World Ends With You.
Yeah, I would go that far. I have a couple things I know for sure, but yeah, that I'm not even I'm not touching that schedule for a bit still.
One thing I do like that whenever about this is whenever the trailers for this came out, this was originally a very different game. Sora and Riku were supposed to be wearing their original outfits. They implied the game was supposed to take place in first person at some points, which they kind of do at the end, but in cutscenes. Yeah, one of the trailers is like Sora running through the Hunchback of Notre Dame world like bells, and it's like him like jumping out of the tower and like going through balloons and shit. It was like crazy.
I don't
think
I ever
first
saw
person would have been crazy.
that. Huh.
Well, it's in 3D. Ooh.
So essentially like Jumping Flash, I guess.
Oh, I love Jumping Flash. Hell yeah.
And Phoebe, what is your history with this game?
I bought a 3DS for this game and everything.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but I never did.
Okay. No, I don't even know where to. so this. Any
let's
more
talk
to
about
the
beginning.
The biggest
And-
Joe,
Joe,
what's this?
when you start this game?
Yeah, Joe. How do you start this game?
Well, you start this game very confused because you see a much younger Sora and Riku fucking Keyblade blasting and beating Concave, a giant version of what the fuck is her name? Ursula in
Destiny
fucking
Islands.
Destiny Islands. Thank you,
Or
man.
well, the ocean.
Yeah, that's how this game starts.
Destiny
Yeah.
Islands.
I forgot
But
that.
before that,
I-
we have the really great opening, which is brings back several tears and makes you feel nostalgic. And the one thing that I like that I was saying earlier is the reason why it's really cool on the 3DS. Because Phoebe, do you remember what the really cool thing that they do within the opening?
Oh God, do you mean replaying the song that we all know and love, or?
Well, at the bottom, the credits are rolling, and it's Mickey like doing what he's doing on screen while the animation's going.
Oh, the Fantasia
Yeah,
version of him. Yeah.
yeah, and Mickey jumps from the bottom screen to the top screen when he shows up, and that's like just a really like goofy, like, oh, we're using two screens, oh. But yeah,
bitch.
two
I
screens,
mean, they should
bitch.
have been used to it by then. That's her third two-screen Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
358 recoded and that.
Yeah, but we didn't have anybody like actually moving between those screens at that point.
Or giving a fuck, you know. I do love the opening though. I will say I really like that opening a lot.
The whole
So is that-
opening is a
Supposed to be that they fought Ursula all those years ago. Then didn't remember it.
No.
Dream.
Oh,
it's
okay.
the beginning of the Mark of Mastery exam in a sense.
Oh, okay, because the only stuff that's in real time is when you see Mickey talking to whoever the fuck that
Jensen.
wizard is.
Okay, was it intentional for them to fight Ursula or not? Because I distinctly kind of remember them going like, was this part of Yen Sid? What Yen Sid told us about?
No, they're not trying. They're not originally planning to fight Ursula. In fact, I think I don't even think most of the worlds all the worlds they were supposed to go to were involved. I literally think it was just supposed to be this world and like Trevor's Town, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, no, because Jensen does say we want you to go to the waking or the sleeping worlds and bring them to wake. But the
seven.
order and how everything happened was sabotaged.
Hey, the game was
Saboteur.
rigged from the start, kiddo.
Because like they're dreaming the whole game pretty much, right? Like every time you're Sora and Riku, you're in a dream.
Somebody play the Inception sound, please.
I'm
Wah.
still in a dream, snake eater.
Bum 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 bum. Well, I mean,
But it's not just that it's a dream. It's not just their sleeping worlds. It's also the time travel inclination that you're technically in these worlds at a different point than when you were in these worlds before, or some of them for the first time.
Yeah.
so weirdly enough, I don't know if Emanuel and Phoebe know what I'm talking about, but that is very much the implications that they put for the mobile game. Because in the mobile game, you go to Disney Worlds and nothing changes, and it basically describes that that's also what's happening as well.
Oh, Joe, it's so much dumber in the mobile game.
I would know. I never played them.
Oh, I can text you what it is. It's really
Okay.
dumb.
I think I know what it is, but go ahead and text me.
Great radio.
But yes, like the Pinocchio world is a great example. But the Pinocchio,
Mike.
I know.
the Pinocchio
Oh man,
world
this is a
just
series
like, hey,
that's just so fucking crazy.
what happened?
Hey, once we
before?
get to 3,
They went to
where the
Monstro.
secrecy is all out, we're not going to be on all these different radio waves and
God.
and not try to spoil shit. So
I know. I'm
so
very
happy when we
excited for
finally get to
3,
3.
but unfortunately not till November. But
Yeah.
I'm very
Yeah, we still got things to do, baby.
I
Still got back cover. We still got the stupid mobile games.
Chain of
I-
memories, rechain.
Yeah.
I heard you, Dominic. I do think it's funny. I don't want to jump too ahead to jump around, but I do think my favorite moment in this game was Riku like walking in because they established it's technically time travel and technically not, and the way it is you're able to view the world from any angle and things like that. But I still think the funniest part in this whole game, which one ups the Riku's got bugs in them, is Riku walking up to a hooded figure who's kidnapped Pinocchio, and he goes, "Oh my God, you're kidnapping Pinocchio? Who would do such a thing?" And he pulls his hood off, and it's him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I did do that, didn't I?"
Yeah.
So even though they're time traveling, is anything that's happening actually real that they're doing?
No.
Yes.
What's a dream? How can it be real?
It's implied that like the events happened, but you obviously were not involved when those things happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's that Tale of Two Cities thing from Sandman. It's the world is dreaming. This is a memory.
I get that.
Chain of
reference.
Memories? I don't, because I've never seen
You
Sandman.
should read Sandman, by the way. Okay, I will just say that. Or listen to my.
This is the Assassin's Creed of Kingdom Hearts game.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean,
Sora
there
is
is
the
parkour.
Animus.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parkour.
Yeah, they
I
do
didn't
have
do.
parkour now. Parkour?
They didn't do a lot of it.
So how,
Me neither.
how do y'all feel
Are you
about?
kidding?
How do y'all feel about flow motion? Because I actually love that they put in this game, and it continues in 3.
I like it.
The ground pound is the only attack I ever used for the first half of the game. It's so
Hey.
OP.
I already told you what my strategy was. Balura!
I didn't do that. I didn't even have it, so I'm like, fuck it, I don't
Look.
care enough.
All right.
Like, I'm proud mode. I needed to get that shit
Well, yeah, I
done.
wasn't.
So
I wasn't
I was
playing on
like,
proud mode. I'm not a manual. I don't go for platinum trophies.
Now,
I didn't go for the
opening
platinum,
of this
people.
game is the opening of this game is definitely one of the strongest openings in the series because just they really hit you with that World Ends With You stuff, and then it's like, oh my god, there's flow motion. What the fuck is this?
yeah, seeing Neku use it is so fucking cool, and like seeing him like jump around and shit, and then I think he even jumps around the title too, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I think so.
title card
Yeah.
of the world.
And if you look around Traverse Town, there's even cat graffiti everywhere.
Yep.
And the
And I was
music,
like, hey!
the Traverse Town music was all music from World Ends With You. I was like, that.
Oh,
I am glad we played it.
Yep.
So-
See?
no,
See?
well, hold on. Did rewind that back? Where was that you said, Mike?
I'm glad we played it.
Not before that.
I don't remember. That was a long
You,
time
Music.
ago.
you said that's music from the World
Music.
With You.
Oh,
I
oh,
played.
my God, he knows the
music sometimes.
No, it is in fact not. It is in fact not the music from the World With You.
Oh.
They made 2 new tracks for this game.
I mean, but there is music from Twitter.
Yes.
Calling
Just
plays
can't
at
hear it.
point.
Well, I
Even
just think
if
it's-
remix, it is calling.
I just
Or
think it's
close
cool.
enough.
Well, no, there's a there's a new remix of Twister and a new remix of something else and Calling, but
Joe, for a second, I thought that you were calling out Mike because he never listens to music.
Same. And I'd be
Yes,
fair.
there's that
I
too.
wouldn't argue with
So
it.
that's why I was like, ah!
oh no, I just think it's cool because they very much gave The World With You a little bit more love than they should have. I shouldn't say then they should have because I love that game too. But I'm glad that they gave it a bunch of love. Like, they had new remixes and they gave the characters voice actors, and it even kind of low key feels like a sequel before they wrote that new ending for like the Switch version.
Keep in mind, they did have voice actors in the original game. I'm assuming it's the same ones.
A
Probably.
little bit, yeah.
I didn't remember that.
I also very much imagine they wanted to make a sequel and then didn't. So they're like, let's just put it here.
And then they made a sequel, and it was so
And they
goddamn
actually-
good.
And we will never get a third one.
Goddamn, say that.
It
You
didn't sell well.
You technically can't say that because they confirmed that the extra Neo and World With You bits is a sequel in Renatus. So technically, we are getting a sequel.
Yes.
Not
And
the
there's
same.
still the probability of maybe The World Ends With You coming back in Kingdom Hearts. We'll see.
I will exclusively buy Renatus just for World Ends With You.
So
They're
for
not
Renatus and Kingdom Hearts 4 are both World Ends With You sequels.
And they're both,
What else do they need?
I was going to say, well, Renatus and Kingdom Hearts 3 are both trying to push Final Fantasy 15 out the window.
Final
don't say that
Fantasy
word.
versus 13.
Don't say that either. I was
Look there.
happy to see new worlds in this game because we do get a few different worlds, and that was appreciated. I need
Yeah.
We don't
We
really
got-
get. I mean, I don't mind going to Traverse Town again. I enjoyed it. I really loved Traverse Town here, and I was surprised how much I knew by heart of which store led where because it's the same Traverse Town in every game, just different looking. And I was like, well, I know a little too much.
Fuck that. Fuck that
So-
postal area. I got lost like twice.
Say,
Very, very quickly, it is the same voice actor for Choi and Dream Drop Distance and Neo.
Yes.
Yeah, no, the anime is the only one that's different.
Oh, that's stupid.
What?
Yeah. Yep, at least the English one. The English voice actor is different for the anime. The Japanese voice
Of course.
actor is still the same.
Oh, well,
Oh.
guess I'm
Let's
not watching
go,
anime ever.
Aku.
They also kind of used, which is also the other reason why we had Mike and Dominic play Toei. Well, Dominic already knew, I think. They kind of used Toei's mechanics to kind of explain why like Sora and Riku are in different planes. So that's also
Yes.
helpful as well.
it makes sense. I didn't think about that, but okay, you're right. Yeah, with God, fuck, what is his name? the kid
Joshua.
that was yeah.
Joshua.
He is a fucking angel in this. He has wings. All I could think of was Neon Genesis.
And now
even
do you understand why? Now do you understand why I was waiting for the wings in the original game? I was like, Joshua, show me your fucking wings. Where are your wings?
I didn't understand.
Wings.
I thought you were just making references because Angel and he looks just like
no. It's because I literally saw him with wings.
I did not yet.
I do also love that they take the time to really like compare and contrast the cast of Kingdom Hearts and Lens with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The amount of times they say to each other, like, you remind me of this other guy.
You remind me of the babe.
You remind me of my boyfriend.
I really did like seeing the cast of World Ends With You. I did miss the fact that there are no Final Fantasy characters at all in Traverse Town, but I know that's a thing going on. So, I know. They're gone,
Still
right?
have Moogles.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's much for now.
Yeah, so just be grateful that, hey, Toei got some really good representation in this goddamn game because...
Yeah, and the Dream Eaters to me really felt like noise from The World Ends With You. And I know that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
They're their own thing.
Yeah.
They look like the noise at times, and it really felt like the noise.
Me walking up to Square Enix headquarters. Hello, sir. How can I help you? Me pulling up a Meow Wow plush, grasping it with the force of God. We need more of these.
Don't
Is there a
worry,
Meow
we'll
Wolf
get
plush?
more of these. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but I want my tiger and lion buddies. Those are the ones that I want.
Oh, I don't give a shit about those things. Meow Wow has no single fucking thought in that goddamn thing's head. I love it in the fucking pieces.
And that's why we love Meow Wow.
We all love Meow Wow.
I didn't care for the little
That's a strong
partners
word.
you have.
That's fine.
I didn't. I mean, I would use them for their stat upgrades and unlock stuff, but I didn't really like. They never really seemed to do a whole lot in combat to
You
me.
didn't like the
They-
form changing?
I mean, they do because at least the ones that I had were the lion, the saber-tooth tiger, and the pseudo Neku, and I just had like a lot of magic boost and magic haste, so that my balloon could refill over and over again. real
Oh,
fast.
okay. I didn't have any of that.
So
Well, then you
Yeah.
can change form with them. Or with Sora,
Never
you
did
get like a
that.
super attack, and with Riku,
Yeah.
you get like a birth by sleep form change.
Never did any of that. Didn't even know it was a thing. I only hit the triangle button once, or some button that not triangle, whatever button switched it over. I hit once, and I remember, oh look, and I went, get me back to where I was, and that was it.
So
Yeah,
the
I
ones
hit
that I
right
had
twice.
with Sora, you could do a Trinity limit to like green wipe wipe out the whole screen, or deal massive damage to bosses. Riku, he got the blade charge style, I think. But yeah, the spirits, aside from them replacing Donald and Goofy, they are also like very useful as your stat boosts. Like it's not just leveling up.
I really missed Donald and Goofy in this game.
I was nice. That was like, I like having a break. Donald
There are
is
less
so
games
sassy.
with Donald and Goofy gameplay than there are with Donald and Goofy gameplay.
My complaint was I wanted Donald so he would heal me, and he wasn't in this game, so I had to heal myself at times. I'm
The
like,
spirits heal you as well.
Yeah.
not mine.
It's
Also, wait, you had a Donald that heals you? What the hell are you talking about?
You have to set him up that way.
You have to set him up in the correct order because
That's all,
people
that's all I want from NPCs. You heal me. I'll do all the killing. You just got to keep me alive so I don't die.
Now, what about Flick Rush?
Did you play
do
Flip
it.
Rush?
I had to
I-
play it for the platinum. So
Ugh.
I don't
It
know what
wasn't
to talk about.
terrible. I was intrigued by it.
Mike, whenever
what
you
I
get the chance, whenever you get the chance, go play Flick Rush. It's basically just fucking Chain of Memories card game.
Oh, is it like a mini game? Is that the thing at the Coliseum that
at
he
the
was?
Coliseum, yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
You know what I
was
did?
in a-
Make your Pokemon battle each other.
I was in a time crunch for this game, guys. Like I didn't have I beat this game Wednesday, and I
don't
didn't
worry.
know, and that was out of sheer Thursday. I beat this game Thursday, and that was out of sheer. I'm gonna stay up later than I should and finish this damn game.
Yeah.
you were-
Man, I wanted the Warrior with Intake then.
Is that what?
I wanted the Warrior with Intake then.
Oh, Warrior Within took like 2 days, like 3 days. It didn't take long.
you hate beat that one.
I have to beat it in order to get on to the next game. That's how this works.
I was also crunched for time. Dominic, did you use a bunch of? I know Phoebe was too, and Emanuel cheated. Dominic, did you Did you have okay with the Pokemon monster Digimon fight mechanics?
Digital monster.
I was doing it for a bit. I was having fun with it. It was pretty easy to do. Like I always won.
What about you, Phoebe? Do you have like a dinosaur by the end, or?
Actually, I just kept the originals that they kind of gave you.
Yeah. Everybody crunch for time.
Yeah, I kept the bat on Riku because that's pretty much just using anti-Sora, and I kept Meow Wow on Sora because they're both dopey people.
I love that fucking thing.
I love opening their sphere grids.
Yeah, their ability links.
Because sometimes it's just ridiculous. Like, let's just dump 200 points into this path for no reason. You just get one more thing after it.
Yeah.
It's. I will say it does take some time to like get all the ability things that I mentioned. Like I had to grind a lot.
No, I can believe that. I didn't do any grinding in this game but I did kill everything I saw. But thankfully, the game was nice enough; it didn't make me have to grind.
The only real problem with the Dream Eaters is that they don't share abilities between Sora and Riku.
Wait, don't they?
No.
I thought they did. It felt like things were already unlocked.
Riku, it does not give HP plus to Sora.
Right.
Oh,
The only grinding the game really does is when you have to grind on your shoes, like it's Sonic Adventure.
Or grinding the head at the top of
Live and learn.
Dream Eaters going, I love you, let me pet you.
I didn't do that.
You didn't do a lot of things, it seems, Mike.
No, I had to beat this game on a fucking time limit, guys. Like I was not happy when I'm like,
you were about to drop. Okay,
yeah,
I get
I was not happy. I think it was Wednesday or I can't. Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday night, I was like, my plan because we weren't sure we were gonna hang out with a friend of mine. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna stay home and I'm gonna beat Kingdom Hearts. And then we went out with her friend and we were out late. And I'm like, this is taken away from what I planned to do today. So I think maybe it was Thursday because I think Thursday after I got done recording, I just stayed. I think I finished. I don't even remember what day I beat this game. I didn't mark it down on my list. But yeah, it was closer than I liked. I think it was Thursday. I think Friday, Saturday was all Warrior Within bullshit.
Well, you beat it faster than I did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because I didn't spend 8 hours playing Rebirth in a little chair like some people I know.
God, I need to go back to Rebirth. I need to really beat that game.
Confirm nor deny how much my back hurts.
Maybe I'm gonna send you a fucking chair.
Please do.
So one thing I do was we're going into it just a little bit. I feel like a lot of the Disney worlds that they use for this are ones where they're like, all right, look, either we don't have time, we don't feel like putting in the story, or it's a little fucked up that we can't put that in. I say that because you guys finally know what I'm talking about. Man, I can't believe they still made Frollo call Sora a slur and then like waddle off.
It's not the same. Sure. It's not Tony J calling me that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. They sure went to the discourse with this time.
Are we talking about the gypsy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Gypsy's a slur.
It's a slur?
Oh,
yeah.
It's a slur?
I have no idea because there's literally a show that is like the gypsy wedding or whatever the fuck. So I'm like, I don't know.
Everything is a slur now.
Well,
God
no,
damn it.
Gypsy's very much a slur.
Have you ever seen The Full Metal Alchemist, The Conqueror of Shambhala? They talk all about it.
One day I will make Mike watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Anyways, the whole point of the term gypsy is that they will be referred to as the Romani people because they would gyp you and steal from you. So they use the term gypsy. So yes, gypsies very much. Do not call people gypsies, but you can use the term gypsy.
See, I didn't know that gypsy was a slur. I knew that the idea of taking money and stuff was a racial sensitivity thing. I did not know that the actual name was one until.
Considering how into using it for what Frollo was, is it that surprising?
Exactly.
No, but
you know that he would drop the N-word.
He would.
Also, it's bullshit that they give us. Mike is gonna love this. They give us "This is Halloween" how many times, and they couldn't throw us one Hellfire?
It's okay. They make up for it and put "Let It Go" in 3.
Shut up!
I mean, everyone knows that there's Frozen in Kingdom Hearts 3. Come on.
No. It's so bad. It's twice.
It's the entire, but it's also the entire song too. So like, it's not just like, oh, we're gonna get a little bit of it. No, they re-put the entirety of "Let It Go" in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Joe, there are 2 separate games that have the entirety of "Let It Go."
I don't know what the other one is. We will discuss that later.
I'm assuming it's Melody of Memory.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, no.
I'm okay. I'm not. I actually never seen Frozen all the way through. So
Oh, we actually
But
lied to
have
Mike.
you heard the song?
of course I've heard the song. I don't have. I exist.
It's not. It's not bad.
I just never seen the movie. I'm just. It's just one of those movies
I
I've
haven't
never
seen it
gotten
either.
around to, and I don't care
Don't
enough.
worry, you
It's
will.
not- It's not bad. Tangled
Not
is so
bad.
much better.
Tangled is a lot better.
And then Frozen is-
don't-
Ah.
You want to listen to me be an asshole? Listen to my episode on Tangled with. Yeah. You can hear
Oh,
me be an
really?
Oh no! What did you say?
Ooh. I have to go dig that up.
asshole. I don't want to talk about it on this episode because there are things that I cannot say on this recording. But yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm an
end this
asshole. Let's
episode
just leave it
now.
at that. Go listen to the episode. You haven't. It exists. So.
What? Everyone go to the podcast and pay money to make Mike watch every Disney movie so he understands every reference in Kingdom
I mean,
Hearts.
I have thought about putting a few on this show, especially because of Kingdom Hearts, just to add a few, just to do them. But there are so many plans I have that who knows when I'll get to what. So.
Yeah, he has to do more Prince of Persia.
I mean, it took me 3 years to do Warrior Within. It's not so. Yeah, it won't take me. I mean, I'm doing Two Thrones next year. I'm pretty sure at this point. But yeah,
At some point, he'll go back to Sly Cooper.
yeah, I don't know about that one.
Hey, you got Spyro 2 on the list.
I know.
That's only because somebody lugged and bugged me, and that was his. So he got Spyro 2. He got Spyro 2. He could have chose. Yeah, that's what he chose. That's fine.
I mean, Spyro 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, so obviously I was gonna pick that instead of Sly 3.
I don't really want to play Sly 3. Because then I got to play Sly 4, and I can't emulate Sly 4, so I can't play it with save states, therefore I don't want to play it. So there's that.
You didn't play this with save. Never mind.
I didn't play this with save states, yes, but I think Sly Cooper's harder than this game probably is.
That's fair.
Whatever.
This game wasn't too bad. I mean, I thought I was going to have to grind, because seeing those... I'm used to final boss fights in Kingdom Hearts games being fucking atrocious hard at times. So I thought grinding was going to happen, but I didn't have to grind, so that was nice.
Oh, I should have grinded. I'm not gonna lie. I was like screaming last night during the final boss fights of this fucking game.
You probably play on like proud mode though.
I was playing on easy, but I was also really, really high.
Oh.
Ah.
Because I was gonna say, what level did you end on?
Oh, so so here's the fucked up part. Do y'all know what the end level is for the game? It's like 38, right?
Yes, they want you, I think, to start around 32 or 38, which is funny because I beat the game at level 32.
I beat the game at 28, and Sora was 22.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Hey, you know what? You can't say anything, Emanuel. That balloon rod does fucking damage, bro. Like no joke. He talked about it. Yeah.
And again, the reason why it's Balloon Run, not Balloon Guys, because Balloon Run actually has like homing ability. It like locks onto an enemy and it just goes to them. Like
Does Balloon Gun not?
No.
Balloonga tracks.
it
Balloonga
tracks if the enemy is close by, but it just spreads otherwise.
That's
Balloonga-
stupid.
I mean,
Balloonga,
it's the same principle with like Kira and Kiraga.
yeah.
Sometimes
I also-
Kiraga sucks, and sometimes it's fine.
I also probably should have dug a little bit more and found Leaf Bracer, because that really fucked me during the final boss fight too. I didn't have any form of Leaf Bracer equipped.
At least
like there's some of the spirits that have it, and I don't remember which ones.
if you go to your abilities and you have it at least unlocked once, then the game will straight up tell you what spirits have certain abilities.
Yeah, but
But,
some of them have secret paths too, depending
Yeah.
on their nature.
And that's
all
why
that.
we have this lovely little thing called the internet.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I use that to unlock Balloonga. I use Balloonga too. Balloonga still help because I mean, and I know enemies have to be close, but I mean, Zemnis does not.
Balloonga is absolutely for like point blank. If you have the enemy right in front of you, use Balloonga because all the balloons are gonna hit him and it's gonna deal like insanely massive damage. But
Oh, so
If-
it's like triple pulse.
It's like Seeker Mine.
But if you like want to actually like keep your distance and be a little bit more conservative and shit like that, like Balloon is like the one.
It's funny that some of the abilities that they give you, even by the end of the game, are so completely useless. Like Spark. Spark sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's once you figure out, or you've learned that, like what the OP magic in this fucking game or OP commands are in this game, like. Yeah, pretty much all the other ones that you get are like useless. It's not like in Birth by Sleep where you just melded commands anyways. and you just
I
have
did
to
miss that.
level them up and stuff like that. Here it's just like, oh, you get the command just like if it were a normal magic in Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2.
All you have to do with Riku is just shove Meteor on him and shove Dark Splice on him, and you're done.
I didn't do either of that.
They're good.
I mean,
They're
Meteor is so
very,
good at
very
the end.
good.
I didn't do. Okay, I probably missed out a lot on this game because I just didn't. I didn't play a lot with the different options.
I just
To be
flashed
fair.
back to that final boss with the different faces as Riku.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he pushes you back. You have to make your way back up there, dodge all the bullet hell shit. It's like just
Oh.
meteor.
Okay,
That
that's what you're
one's,
talking about. All right, and now I remember.
Yeah.
One thing I was paying attention to is what clothes and what design they used for Riku and Sora throughout this game, because that helped me know what was Dream Sora and Dream Riku and what was real Sora and Riku, because they're older in the real world.
Short
At this
hair
time.
Riku is best Riku.
Kingdom
more
Hearts
of a
2, long hair Riku is best Riku. I will not argue this anymore. Continue.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
I don't-
with the manual on that.
But then it helped me pay attention to kind of like know what it's a subtle way for them to tell the player what is what, like what world are you in for this, what's going on, so you get a little bit of better idea.
And pay attention to those lovely little details on the clothes, like a certain emblem on Riku's back or a certain thing on Sora's shirt.
X is the most important letter in the alphabet.
Oh my! It's almost as if Sora has a bunch of X's on his outfit in Kingdom Hearts 2. And it's almost as if Riku has an X on those stupid pants he wears in Kingdom Hearts 1.
And the X has to do with Organization 13, right, or something. They
The
said that
X
they can
is how
track it.
Xehanort is tracking them.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. All right, it
Yeah,
wasn't
it's a
Organization
tracker.
13. It was him.
It's the
Yes.
sigil with starts with an R. I can't think of it.
Okay.
And Final Fantasy would have been
The regular
safe
sigil.
if Final Fantasy X had never come out.
Honestly, I would have laughed super hard if one of the organization members was like an older, I can't say an adult because he's an adult in 10, but like an older teenager Tidus, and it's just like, oh my god, you got one of my friends, you
Isn't that
bald
Demex?
bastard. No.
No.
Tidus is like the worst character ever.
I completely disagree with that.
No.
Vaughn
No.
exists.
No, I will tell you one very specific reason as to why Tidus is the worst character ever, and it has not happened in the games yet.
Oh, is it the book?
Yes, it is the book. In the book, he leaves Yuna for a different woman because he feels bad about being a dream.
Oh, no, I was thinking of a different part.
Oh,
It's kind of shitty after everything she went. But again, relationships happen, relationships end, whatever. Like, you're not.
It's a weird side story. It doesn't take away from what 10 was.
No. Or 10 too.
Okay, but as they would say in Secret Galaxy, but is it canon? No! So let's continue.
anyway,
Thank you.
yeah.
See, I stepped away in the conversation. I was like, are we on Kingdom Hearts or are we still on Spyro?
Yeah.
I like the Tron world. I like Sora's part better because Sora has that whole connection with Tron. I think it's really cool that they bring that back in the game. As I said before, I think Phoebe agree with me. Man, those human models do not look good.
Oh my
Eh,
god.
It's the same situation that we had with like Kingdom Hearts 2 and Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just so
Pirates
Yeah,
was
it's
fine.
hard to do that.
But
And
they just
you can
don't
tell who
mesh
Jeff
together
Bridges is
well.
this time.
you can, yeah. I mean, I also in the second Tron movie, was it like that where the original Tron was a bad guy?
yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
I
he
have,
is Chancellor. Tron Legacy is one of my underrated favorite movies. So
I only
Yeah,
seen it
that's-
once in
And
theaters.
they
I
were
remember I really enjoyed
seen
it, but I
many
forget it
times,
exists.
so I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
my
fights for the users.
aunt and uncle were huge Tron fans. So when Legacy came out, they took me and my cousin back then when it came out. He was like 8. And they took us to see it. I'd never seen Tron because I was like 12, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want to watch a fucking movie from the 80s. But Legacy really
That's fair.
holds up. It's a great movie. I loved like every moment of it. And playing in Kingdom Hearts really meant a lot too.
Aren't we getting a third one?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, shut up.
Yeah, but
because
Jared
it's got
Leto's in it,
Jared
so it doesn't
Leto.
matter.
God fucking damn it.
Okay.
No.
If
Dominic,
he's the
you
bad
say
guy,
that
I'll
like
be
he can't
fine.
Be a good actor.
No, he's supposed to be the protagonist.
Oh no!
Yeah, he is a program who enters the real world. So they're doing reverse Tron now.
Well, that's the plot of.
It's gonna,
That takes
they're
away
gonna
what
fucking
Tron
bake it into Blade Runner somehow. Just watch.
is.
Okay with that.
They own Blade
I-
Runner, don't they now?
Can we
Blade
just
Runner
swap?
No?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. But
Can we just swap Jared Leto with Ken? What's his name? Ryan Gosling, please.
Yes.
Much
please.
better.
Yeah, I'll take
Ah.
Tilda Swinton in the role.
anybody, fucking Leto. Just Leto. I'm tired of that guy.
I am too. It's okay.
I
Uh,
don't like him.
I also like the other moment, which is my favorite out of context Kingdom Hearts moment because it's so jarring, where Riku's level opens up and Riku's just on the plane and he's like, "Hello, I'm a little anime boy, Riku. Hello, I'm real world actor named Sam." And it's like, okay, this got really weird really fast. Game.
I didn't mind that.
I'm
And I
Olivia
also
Wilde.
forgot
How you doing?
how much younger Mike had an attraction to that actress. I forget her. I don't remember her name. I don't know her name.
I know who you're talking about.
But like, I was like, oh yeah. When I first saw the movie, I was like, she is beautiful.
fuck,
And I'm like, even yep.
What's her name? Olivia
Wilde.
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde.
Okay, I do know. Yeah, no, I know that actress. I like her. Okay, I just remember seeing that movie, and I forgot about that memory until I saw this, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Shut up, Phoebe. God damn it, he's fucking crazy.
What are you
But no, the Tron world was fun.
Joe?
I mean, I enjoyed that they incorporate the bike. They did a good job, I felt, with the Tron world. It was, even though it's a repeat world, it felt like a brand new world because you're in a different version of Tron because of the second movie.
Yeah,
But
not as good as the Kingdom Hearts 2 version, honestly. Like I don't know. It's as much as I love Tron Legacy, I do understand their choice for color palette in that movie and all that. I just think that Kingdom Hearts 2 version, because it's so colorful,
Oh yeah, because it
appeals
that
much better.
80s feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed this though. I forgot that it was that different. You see, it's been I think it's only been a year since we played Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yep.
Probably,
I
don't
mean,
remember.
about that, yeah.
I don't remember Kingdom Hearts 2 very well, but then again, I play so much fucking shit. So
It's a good thing that we're doing all of these all over again at some point.
no, we're not. We're only doing one over again, and that's after we finish it as a tribute to what we did, but that's not anytime soon. So
And you can get
I'm already
a
making Mike
reference.
play Chain of Memories again. Let's not push it.
yeah, yes, he is.
You know what though? It's just like how we all went. It'll be different because now Phoebe will be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We didn't have Phoebe. That is a perfectly
We
valid.
didn't have a princess. Now we do.
Is Phoebe the Pete of this experience then?
Oh my god.
No,
Gross.
No,
No.
Phoebe's the final mix of this experience.
Oh,
All right, that's a better comparison.
I was gonna
I
say
like that.
Phoebe's the Kyrie, and we're gonna get that really cool Kingdom Hearts reboot that we all keep wanting, that we keep talking about.
Yes.
Oh god. No, why do I say no? Because then we know what happens.
No, I'm nominating.
So-
I'm replacing everybody's memories of that episode.
Ah, yes, that's a much better comparison. At least Nominate does something.
Hey, nomination's
Okay.
in this game too.
So I have something that I was gonna
Which again
say.
would make no sense if you had not played Kingdom Hearts 2 or Chain of Memories.
I have something that I'm gonna say, which is
Please.
weird, and we're not gonna get deeply into it because it is spoilers for the end of 3. But I will put a pin in that because I will bring it up at the end of 3 because it's very important at the ending of 3. But so we get to the whole thing where we establish that, like, what is it? So Ansem and Xemnas are here, and it's revealed halfway. It's like the halfway point of the game, right? I want to say you're like maybe at least by Tron, where it's revealed that Axel gets up and they're all in the same room, and it's like, hey, look, we're all people. Somebody.
Oh, it's like the first world that you finish with both characters.
Is it? Okay, yeah, but yeah, they're all people, and everyone is everyone somehow is people. But I think I think it's a little bit earlier, a little bit later. I don't remember. This game fucking doesn't make any sense. But at one point, you do see I think it is funny. It's in first person, so with 3D, it's funny. You see the massacre of the building where you see Terranort killing people. So it is established.
Killing. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is established that when you become a nobody, you also age, and that's why Ansem and Xemnas don't look like Terra because they're older, and Axel's a grown man as opposed to being a kid in Birth by Sleep.
Oh my god.
And,
Forgot-
You just said a lot of
God.
words there.
Yeah, I didn't really understand what he said either, but somebody does.
Okay,
I kinda
so,
got it.
so at-
somebody.
so there is a time skip between between Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts,
Well, yeah,
obviously.
Like
So-
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there,
something like that.
So there is a flashback where Terra, who is possessed by Xehanort, just Terranort, where you see him kill Braig. It's Braig.
Break.
Right.
You see him kill Braig, which is in the past, and then
Dylan.
but you see all of them die.
Onion, so
So it's established that even though you turn to a nobody, you still age because obviously, yeah,
Oh, okay.
and that's why Ansem and Xemnas don't look like exact copies of Terra
Because they aged.
because they've aged.
wonderful.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, which is
It do-
contradictory since something else, but we'll
Yes,
get to that at some point.
and we will talk about that when Dominic and Michael leave.
Yes.
Well, I mean, aging also affects
not
everybody differently. So in real life, so I'm okay with that.
I mean
some
that's
people
the
age-
counterpoint to Kingdom Hearts 2 having fucking Riku be in the body if you look hard enough.
Oh, I'm looking.
So we said you had the Notre Dame world, which
Yeah.
I realized I've never seen the Hunchback at Notre Dame in my life at this point.
What?
Still,
I
Never
think
seen the movie.
I think I've seen it once when I was a kid. It's not
I've
one.
seen it once or
Just
twice.
Tony J.
I don't know. I've just never seen it. I don't know why, but that's one of those. I've seen a lot of Disney movies, but that's one of the Disney movies I just never got around to. I didn't have it. No one I must have hung out with had it. Like none of my girlfriends have ever prompted me to watch it, which is how I've seen a bunch of them. I'm like, maybe I should watch that someday. And I'm like, podcast episode, put a pin in it. Not gonna
Good.
happen.
Put a pin in it.
No,
I mean, I didn't even put it on a list. It's just one of those things where it's like, I never know where this show is gonna go. I plan enough shit as it is, but like, so it's just one of those things. Like, well, yeah, it was kind of cool to see that world. I knew the gist of it just from osmosis of I know a little bit about the movie, but
His name's
so
not
it was cool to
Osmosis,
see.
it's Quasimodo.
It was good to see the world. I mean, good to see a new world that we never had before, and even the Pinocchio world felt very new because, part of it was in the carnival, which I don't even remember that in the movie.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
in the movie. That's where all the kids turn into the donkeys.
By the way, I've never seen that movie probably either. I don't
How
think
you
it's
never
not a long time.
I've never seen Pinocchio, so I understand that.
I fucking hate that movie. That movie scares the shit out of me when I was a kid.
I've seen parts of it, or I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I probably haven't seen it since I was a kid. I probably saw it as a kid, but it's been so long I don't remember it.
No, so
Very
what's even weirder is they kept all the weird shit in Frankfurt's Paradise. Any of y'all notice that Sora literally walks into a tent that says Pleasure Palace?
Yes.
I did not see that, but that is fucking awesome. Can I go?
Well,
with
he's
that?
got Riku on the mind, so
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna make a comment earlier. I really don't know how to explain it, but I very much love it, it's backtracking a little bit, but I very much love in Traverse Town where you have Riku, or not Riku, and you have Sora and Neku talking, and it's very much two-sided one boyfriend conversation, but then you have the sassy gay and the sassy Riku and the sassy Joshua going back and forth, and it's like, you can very much tell who's who in the relationship in this situation.
I love you, Joe.
But it's also funny how Beat kind of lines up with Riku as well.
It Beat's also
But
supposed
also
to be
kind of
Riku.
Sora too, because Beat and Sora share one brain cell.
I like seeing Beat in this. I wish they would have been in more than just Traverse Town. Like, I thought maybe they would be more included in this game, but I'm happy that they were there, even though I'm upset that we didn't have my Final Fantasy characters, but whatever.
And you go back like a second time too, so you get more of them, which is fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
I
You even get
completely
to
had
meet
forgotten
Gojo.
that you go back.
I thought the whole like switching between characters would be annoying because you redo each world with both characters, but they made it feel unique enough that they weren't, except for Traverse Town, they're not really traveling the exact same spots. Or I mean, they are and they aren't. Like, but it didn't feel bad. Like, it felt better than I thought it would.
The important thing is that we played the PS4 version where they apparently changed the rate at which you drop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Phoebe told me all about it before.
Yeah, I think in this playthrough, I only dropped 13 to 15 times, but back on the 3DS, I did that amount before finishing the first round of Traverse Town.
I think I hit 30 whenever I beat the 3DS version.
Yeah, it is ridiculous how fast you dropped in the original.
I'm glad they fixed that then, because that would be annoying. Like, I'm glad that the remaster exists for this, because so many people wouldn't have played it had it not been. I mean, I would have had to play this on PC if that didn't exist, and I don't really want to emulate 3DS on my computer for something like this. It won't be fun.
Well, then
I
you can
mean,
play it on Steam.
It's so easy to get lost in Traverse Town in this game. I can't imagine having to just keep dropping this. You're like, I can't figure out the fucking maze. That
would be really annoying, because like even when I did drop, I was like, this is kind of stupid.
There's kind of a way to fix it, which is basically when you drop, you have an option to put points into stuff. And all I remember back then was just putting everything in the fucking, because I was when I played in the 3DS version, obviously I was playing it without trying to rush through it.
Wait, what
So-
points?
you get
Whenever
points after
whenever you
you beat a
drop.
level.
yeah.
Oh, you do?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Well, you had to fight.
Yeah,
Did you not,
I remember those points. Yeah.
I don't know how you
did you not put points in anything,
You
Mike?
can't just skip those.
Yes, you can.
You
'Cause
get
I
your
did not-
money.
You can turn them into money. He never.
Oh, you mean those points?
My God.
Okay, I did do that. I thought you meant like there was a stat upgrade he got. No, I would use those for the drops when I would do that, but I didn't think they.
Yeah.
I thought there was like literally like a menu I was completely missing that I didn't do.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
I know that might miss his shit, but there's no way we could have missed the whole thing where they.
Yeah, no, I did do those. I didn't really like. It was only a one-time thing, right? Like it only lasts when you drop the next time.
Yeah.
When you change characters, that character gains whatever you put them with those DP dream points. Yeah, which was always beneficiary for you to like go out of your way and do a couple battles before you dropped to gain some DP so that you could turn them into like attack boost or magic boost or the decelerator so that the drop gauge could go even slower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I did do. Okay, I did mess with that, but I didn't really like think much about it. But yeah, I thought you were actually telling me there was a whole menu I was supposed to go in and 11 points, and I would be like, yeah, that's.
No, there's what is it? The one thing that I remember, I was watching the Super Butter Buns replay that Emanuel posted. Hey. The one thing that they did talk about that they completely I completely forgot too, and it really is annoying that they did not put accessories in this, which is missing from all the other games.
Oh,
so
I did kind of miss accessories. I mean, you just have your Keyblade, and that's really it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But again,
there's so much going on. I didn't really
with the spirits giving you stat boosts and
yeah.
stuff.
Also, thank God the game has so many tutorials, but it never tells you once that there's a map button.
Well, I mean, you just have to learn with PS4. Just press that thing and see what happens, because there's other games I played on the show. I don't remember what, but it was something on PS4 where I was pressing every button but that button, and then I realized, oh yeah, that's a button. Like I forget that it's a button.
I never forget that that's a button because that is the map button. Universally, that is the map button. Developers, if you're hearing me, if you do anything else with that fucking button, you are doing it wrong.
Is that in Blood? I wonder, maybe it was Bloodborne.
Have a map button.
God, I gotta play Bloodborne this year.
Oh yeah, you're screwed.
What I was trying to remember, Mike, did you like hit whenever it said flashback?
Oh yeah, of course. Every time but one. I only missed one because I was not paying attention.
Okay.
You can go to a menu and read it.
Yeah, because
So
that
does.
I didn't read. No.
Something that we didn't mention is that, you know, when you after you start the whole game is like a fucking cold opening where they throw you into like the Destiny Islands in the past, and then Ursula shows up and whatever, and you're left like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's not like in Kingdom Hearts 2 where it's like, oh, well, you're playing as a different character. Okay, so hey, we're gonna get a new character or something. No, here they throw you in like that with no context at all, with young Riku and young Sora, quote unquote, and then you're left wondering, what the fuck is this? And then something pops up and it says flashback. Do you want to see it? And you're like, yes, maybe. Do you not want me to see it? Why are you making me up to not see it? This thing is important to see.
I have a problem with it. It's just with the text stuff. I just didn't bother because I'm like,
oh yeah,
I don't care.
So
they wanted to streamline it so you weren't bogged down by all the cutscenes this time.
Like Kingdom Hearts isn't like 75% fucking cutscenes anyways. So there's flashbacks which tell you like what happened before whatever it is that you're doing. Sometimes it's, you know, main story flashbacks like that one that explains like why the hell are Sora and Riku young? Why are they in Destiny Islands? Or past Destiny Islands? Why the fuck is Ursula back? Or shit like that.
Man, the more we think about it, the more that makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the past, but Destiny Islands is absolutely awake. So actually, what is that tutorial?
Okay, so it's they had to go back into the past of Destiny Islands before it was swallowed up by darkness so that they could travel into the dream worlds.
Yes.
Okay, now I understand why you guys are always saying wait till everything gets fucked up in Dream Dark Distance with time.
No, it's much worse. To which it's explained, but I'll get a little bit into it. Let's go back to the first podcast where I actually had to tell y'all something that's gonna eventually piss you off. Emanuel knows what I was talking about because I heard him biting his tongue and Phoebe wasn't there. Do you remember when I told you that old man is Ansem in the coat?
No memory of this whatsoever.
So they showed in Dream Drop. There's an old man that leads Sora into the cave, and he very much has Ansem's voice actor. That is not Ansem. That is Xehanort time traveling. But time traveling comes at a cost where you lose your body. So it's actually young Xehanort's heart inside of a coat, puppeting the coat to convince Sora to go into the cave.
He has
Fantastic.
literally been setting everything up since the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because time travel means that he kind of remembers, at least by instinct, not by memory, what's going to happen. And he's leading himself breadcrumbs.
Yeah, it's like Young Sayano says, my mind will not remember any of this ever happened, but this will all be etched in my heart. So I will remember.
I just can't wait to talk about 0.2 and what that does.
Oh
Have you already played that?
Oh, yes.
Oh my god. I'm
This is
so
gonna be
happy.
So beautiful.
So happy.
I have not played it.
I will say my level of absolute anger over this game has subsided somewhat. I'm not as angry with the whole time travel thing, mainly because I do understand the whole transport, quote unquote, transporting your soul or mind or whatever into a past self of yours, because that is also done in X-Men Days of Future Past. So it's like, okay, whatever. But there is still like a lot of this whole time travel shenanigans that I just absolutely cannot stand.
Emmanuel, don't worry. It's going to get so much worse.
Oh, I know.
It's the thing.
I know that in the mobile game it's going to get much worse.
So much worse.
They're basically saying, hey, Xehanort can do this. We should be doing this too. And then they kind of more or less confirmed what I thought it was going to be all along, where it's a fucking Harry Potter thing.
But also,
What?
I like the idea that time
time
travel costs you your body. I think because anytime you're time traveling, there should be a cost.
Dominic, you're gonna wish you hadn't fucking said that. Anyways,
I mean, I don't like the fact that in Harry Potter, in one book, they have a watch that does it, and you never see it.
No,
again.
that's not what I'm
You've
talking
never seen
about.
that
That's not what I'm
ever
even
again.
talking about.
I still hate that. By the way, I hate that MacGuffin.
it's funny. I
and-
like it's hilarious.
And that's coming from the best Harry Potter movie.
What? Oh, we're not here for that conversation.
Xehanort's a Horcrux. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Xehanort's that's very much what that is. Yeah, Xehanort's a Horcrux.
okay.
Yeah, they stole that from Harry Potter.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take that.
What? Damn, I lost my train of thought because there was something else funny I was gonna fucking say. Oh, someone bring something else up.
Okay, what world is after Tron? We have the Monstro, or you have the Pinocchio. What's after Pinocchio?
We have Tron. We have Pinocchio.
And you get another
we
set of worlds, but I forget what it is, and I didn't pull it
We
up
have
on you.
Three Musketeers.
I've never seen that either.
Fantasia.
Is that a movie?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
It's a short. It was one of
It's a
their like shorter films they like packaged together.
It's really well animated from what I've heard.
It's really funny, too.
Oh yeah, I've heard it's also really funny.
I never knew of it. Like, that was a weird one for me. I'm like, I don't know this at all.
Oh wait, actually no. I think they're if Wikipedia is right. They're referencing a directed-video Three Musketeers movie
Yes.
Mhm.
from
Yeah.
2004.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of wish that
Yeah.
they would have also done what's the fucking name? Los Tres Caballeros, which is the Donald Duck and
Oh.
the two,
Oh, the Three Caballeros.
yeah, the three
Oh
Caballeros.
yeah, I know that one.
Which, funny enough, that it does come back in DuckTales season 3, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it
does.
does. It's great.
All of
Uh,
DuckTales is great.
Oh yes, DuckTales. What a so great.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Emmanuel talked about all this stuff. Time travel never bothered me, and one person will get this reference. It's funny. Nothing in this same series will ever bother me because I've read Homestuck, and that is way more complicated than this.
I don't,
I don't understand that, but okay.
Phoebe's laugh will show that I'm right, so it's fine.
no idea what this is.
I
I
enjoyed
was
the
on
Three
Tumblr
Musketeer
during the
world.
Homestuck days. I tried to avoid it.
I just didn't know
Yeah.
what it was, but it was fine. Like, I mean, I didn't mind the fact that I was thrown with Disney movies that I had no affiliation with. And I was like, okay, no problem. I'm impressed, game, that you did that because I didn't expect it, so I'll take it.
If I'm remembering correctly, and I could be misremembering, I
That would never
think that they tried to do Toy Story for this game. I think it was like one of the initial ideas of trying to bring Toy Story into this game. Like, you know, like in past games where we've had Jungle Book was scrapped from Birth by Sleep. And what was the other one? There was another one that I'm forgetting. But I kind of vaguely remember them trying to bring like Toy Story in this game, I think.
Aren't we supposed to get like Treasure Planet or Atlantis at some point?
I think that those are more fan expectations of like, hey, these movies are awesome, they're great, and they totally fit with the theme of Kingdom Hearts. Why haven't you put them in Kingdom Hearts?
Because we need Frozen.
Well,
No, we did not need Frozen.
there-
Emmanuel,
there-
just let it go.
Well, wait. There's a joke that I'll get to, but there's a very specific reason why we have the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3, and we'll get to that
You can
at the
save that
end.
for November.
Yeah, we'll save that for the ending
So-
of Kingdom Hearts 3.
I have a question since we're playing this game finally.
Okay.
I remember I was talking about at some point how much I like Mickey as a character.
Yeah.
And you are like, just wait for Dream Drop Distance.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And I would like to know what you mean now.
I didn't say that.
Mickey's great, but he's kind of also an asshole because he totally forgot about his fucking friends from Birth by Sleep and is now just remembering. Oh, I have friends that I fucked up, and I never told these guys about.
Well, to be fair, they were never invented yet. Ho ho! There's that too.
I sure
Again.
do love having 2 different versions of myself in 2 different planets.
Retconning, lots and lots of retconning. The series.
I imagine that Mickey must operate on a need-to-know basis with most everything. Like,
Yes.
remember, Kingdom Hearts 1 starts with him just being like, gotta go.
Kingdom
If
Hearts
he just
2.
explained himself
God,
to Donald and Goofy, it would have saved so much time.
If only they would've
Now
committed
I'm
it to
more
memory.
mad because they fucking retconned everything.
Well,
In
hold
Kingdom
on.
Hearts 1, Mickey has no idea what a fucking Keyblade is, and he's set out to find one. But he
Well,
literally had one in Birth by Sleep.
my question is, so how does the
Motherfucking
Timeless River
Nomura.
work?
What was
How
that?
does the Timeless River work? Because he met Sora when he's in a weird black and white past world. So he should at least know Sora in some aspect.
I think Timeless River, Three Musketeers, and Symphony of Sorcery are all separate Mickeys.
So we just had this conversation earlier in the podcast, time travel. Yeah, no, whenever you go back in time, there's certain ways to go back in time, and you can go back in time, but you won't affect the past. Therefore, he met a black and white version of Mickey, but he didn't affect the time, probably. I don't know. That's not really explained very well.
This is fucking Looper rules. Just don't.
Every
try to
time
make the
it's a different
timelines.
version, it's a different version. So the Timeless River Mickey doesn't know about Three Musketeers Mickey.
Well, Three Musketeers and Fantasia versions both make sense because it's the world dreaming, and the world doesn't know Sora.
Well, yeah, but also the Fantasia one is the same Mickey as.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it's the
king.
dream of Sora or of Mickey as the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
But that's specifically the same one because Yen Sid is the sorcerer.
I was gonna say it also implies that Three Musketeers is also canon because Minnie's a princess, so it implies Mickey marries Minnie at the end of Three Musketeers and becomes king.
Yes.
Wait, how is
So
Symphony
technically,
a
Fantasia.
world? The tower isn't asleep. Yen
Look.
Sid's currently there hosting a tournament.
But it was a
Yeah.
world originally. It had to have been. That's how Yen Sid and all them got involved.
Well, you
Let's
gotta
just-
take a train to get to it.
Let's just chalk this whole thing up into the almighty multiverse.
Oh God! Don't say that. Don't say that.
All
Yeah.
I'm saying is that Three Musketeers has my favorite
Don't say
part.
multiverse to Phoebe. Don't say it.
They will put Marvel in Kingdom Hearts 4. I swear to God.
No, they won't.
They're putting Star Wars. What were you saying, Dominic?
My favorite part of the Three
Star Wars
Musketeers
is
part
already
is just
perfect in
Donald the
Star Wars.
coward. Donald just says, I don't believe in this anymore. It's going bad. Goodbye.
I would.
I do like that. I guess Donald has like a character arc where he just goes from that fucking scaredy cat to actually being more useful. I guess.
I mean, it's the funny subplot of like also the Three Musketeers are kind of useless and bad at their job.
That is
Yes.
the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's yeah.
And somehow from this, Mickey is still king.
It's a different Mickey, though.
Again, it's the idea that Mickey marries into the kingdom.
I just can't wait to be king.
I'm still going to say that I do not think they are the same Mickey. They can't be.
No, I don't think they are either. It's different worlds, different Mickeys.
No,
There's just so many
you hate-
Mickeys somehow.
I know you hate
He's just a
but-
character that can appear 10 different times.
you
He's
can't
kind
say.
of like a Xehanort in himself.
God, that'd be such a funny fucking like retcon too. Is that's Xehanort talks about breeding all of himself, and then there's like now 7 Mickeys running around, and they're all just weird looking.
Oh
But
no.
but I was also gonna say too, you can't even say that either because in the Three Musketeer world, Mickey looks at Sora's Keyblade and goes, "Hey, I know what that is."
Yeah,
I travel worlds constantly.
I think that
Evidently,
if
something
we're
may
going
make you forget a
timeline
lot of
wise,
things.
it's Fantasia first and then Three Musketeers.
Doesn't that Mickey actually say that? that the Three Musketeers version is that he's come to that world to solve a problem, and then it's like, oh no, Captain Pete betrayed us. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, so Mickey also came to that world. That's right.
Okay, that's weird then.
Because he's like,
This
I
whole
know
thing
who
is
you
weird.
are. You're
Again,
from a
now
different
do you see
world.
why this game is like everything up until this moment was not perfectly, but somewhat fine and understandable and thing. And then this fucking wrench got thrown into the machine, and suddenly everything is like, I don't know whether this or that or what, huh?
I just want to know whether Mickey suffers from amnesia or just consciously said, I'm not going to reveal anything from this point forward.
Well, Minnie must have amnesia because she dealt with Pete in Birth by Sleep. Why is he captain?
I have
different world. That's all I'm gonna say. Different people.
Different world, and again, Three Musketeers. It's before all of that because
Three Musketeers
it's Princess
could have
Minnie,
existed
not
before
Queen Minnie,
Disney
like in
Town.
Birth by Sleep. So, anyways, I have a solution. Mickey is clout. He's got PTSD. He purposefully has taken over the identity of somebody else, and I don't know where I'm going with this.
All I'm saying
Mickey
is
is
I can't wait for
Memento.
0.2.
By the way, I am excited for those of you who are playing Rebirth to get to a part in Rebirth because I need to see if y'all saw the same thing that I saw.
Damn it.
Emanuel, I haven't touched that game in like 2 weeks. I'm about to fucking.
Okay, it's literally at the end. I cannot say what it is because then
chair for 7 hours to beat that game. DM me what you mean.
That was
you already beat it?
Yeah, I already beat it. DM me.
Okay.
It could be any of 50 different things.
What the hell?
I'll say again, that was your choice.
It's related to Kingdom Hearts 1.
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. That doesn't help. Shut the hell up.
Anyway, I think something that is interesting to talk about that technically is and isn't true for our purposes because we still have to play Rechain of Memories. This is the last game in the old art style.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because after this, we got 0.2, which is the other Unreal
4, right?
I don't know if 0.2 is Unreal 4 or 3 because I don't know. There's when you look at 0.2, it doesn't. It looks a little bit lesser than Kingdom Hearts 3. Like 0.2 looks like the reveal trailer of Kingdom Hearts 3. You know that initial reveal before they did the engine swap. So I'm not sure.
Were we on 5?
Yeah.
Right now we're on 5. So
I believe Kingdom Hearts 3 is Unreal 5. Kingdom Hearts
No. Unreal 5 is right now, like current gen.
Yeah.
So it would be like Unreal 4.
Are you sure Kingdom Hearts 3 is Unreal 4?
I believe Kingdom Hearts 3 is Unreal
because
4.
Unreal 5 didn't come out until like 3 years ago. Kingdom Hearts
Really?
Kingdom Hearts 3 came out in 2020.
Yeah, so
2019, I mean.
They had, because I remember what it was they had to use, so then Dream Drop Distance and 0.2 are both made on Unreal Engine 3 then.
No, Dream Drop Distance can't because it still looks the old way. If they were going to make it look the old way, they would just keep it looking the old way.
Well, they use it. They used a 3DS game to run it on Unreal Engine 3, and that's one of the reasons why I think they were waiting for 0.2, or it was some weird thing that they did for some reason, because you can make Unreal Engine 3 look bad. You don't have to make it look like great. So it was something that like the Nintendo 3DS engine could only run a certain way, and Unreal Engine 3 was able to make it work or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a very
Unreal
specific.
4 is what's listed for 0.2 and back cover, but apparently not for Dream Drop.
Huh? I don't fucking know then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, we had to shove a third game in there. We didn't want anyone to pay fucking $40 for a demo and a movie.
I mean, again, if they're putting everything on Steam, I still think they should remaster Chain of Memories original and do Recoded fully and 358 fully.
That's okay. We're getting a full
and dreaming and wishing.
I feel like that'd be a great way to earn some more money in the meantime while they wait to finish Kingdom Hearts 4. Just put out everything in full playable mode.
What was it? Because funny enough, I didn't know enough about it to bring it up. Emanuel or Phoebe or one of y'all probably knows more about it than I do. Probably. What was the whole thing Square Enix came out with recently? So they're only focusing on like mainline games now.
Oh yeah, they've been losing money.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they took out a ton of games without fucking marketing them.
Yes.
like a new Valkyrie profile, a new Star Ocean.
So they're going
but also
aggressively
they've been throwing a lot of
multi-platform.
money at like mobile and live service games that absolutely do shit. So
Yeah, well, except for Brave Exvius. Brave Exvius, I think, is absolutely killing it.
Brave Exvius actually has a Xenogears promotion right now.
oh
course you know
my
that.
God, Mike.
Not,
But like, how many people bought Diofield Chronicles?
I did.
Various Day Life.
I did not.
not me who dumped $100 into the mobile game so I can get the Bunny Tifa outfit.
But I did buy.
talking about Ever
I did buy
Crisis?
Babylon's Fall. I did buy Balan Wonderworld. I did buy Left Alive.
Okay, why would you buy
Why?
a Balan Wonderworld?
Well, you got it for cheap, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
still
I'm
too
actually,
much.
I want to buy it. I'm waiting for it to be $2, and I'm going to buy it
Don't
on
do-
Steam.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do it, Mike.
But
I
Sexy
hate-
Hat Man.
I also
hate
bought
that
Forspoken for the record.
Forspoken, I heard, was good, actually, though.
Yeah, her
Right?
first book was actually pretty good.
Joe, you want fucking that type of trope? Just play Nights into Dreams.
But the point being is that there are so many games that they were not doing well with marketing and just like justifying why they wanted to make it if they're not going to push it at all.
Yeah.
So the idea that they're going to go aggressively multi-platform and cut back a bit makes sense. And I hope it works out for them. I also hope it doesn't mean that they're going to give up on doing all the weird shit too. Just less. of it.
Still don't expect Final Fantasy VII Trilogy to be on anything other than PlayStation and PC.
No,
Yeah,
well,
they
yeah.
probably paid for that.
And
Yeah.
to be fair, we don't know at this point with how Microsoft is going if we will get even a next-gen Xbox because they have been just fucking up as of late.
Don't
And
worry,
even-
they'll lay off
it'll be
Ninja
a-
Theory in a week.
even internally they are saying that Xbox is moving more towards being Microsoft gaming and just leaving Xbox brand behind.
I think
That's
fine.
we'll get another Xbox, but it'll be like, hey, this one is like a Roku adapter. This one is like a flat little cube. This one's a
the
hockey
Steam
puck.
machine.
It's just it'll be the
Yeah.
Xbox Series Plus, but it'll be all the different letters and all the shit.
I've kept saying this for like 2 or 3 years now. Microsoft should just go the way of Sega, just become a multi-platform developer, and that's it. Like
I wish Nintendo would, but they don't need to, but I just want them
Nintendo
to.
will never be.
I know,
a
I just wish they would,
multi-platform
but that's the
third-party.
personal
Like
reason.
I know, I understand, but no, and I don't ever want it to happen because PlayStation needs competition, and
Yes.
at least Nintendo would quote unquote be their competition at that point. Then, because if Xbox stops being, then who else is gonna be it? So
I think the only reason why the 360 even succeeded is because the PS3 failed.
exactly.
That's the only reason why Microsoft is even still in the first place.
Probably accurate. I mean, 360 was fucking amazing, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they can get back to it. They can very much bring it back. It's not impossible.
it's not impossible, but at the rate that they're going, I don't.
No, everybody's lost faith. Like, no indie company is going to allow themselves to be bought by Microsoft at this point.
Mhm.
And I am
yeah,
praying,
it's not always a choice.
I am praying that Double Fine just says we're splitting. We're like before anything happens, before they decide to shut us down or something. Like just go the Toys for Bob route and just go independent.
So glad
Because
Toys for Bob
it's-
went that way.
Do you think Microsoft will give them a choice? They didn't give Tango a choice.
Yeah, but the people at Tango, I feel like, could regroup and start from scratch again.
Xbox had a Japanese division finally, and they gave it up.
and they fucking murdered it. Like
Mhm.
Tango GameWorks didn't just die; it was murdered.
We want
But-
smaller games that will win us award.
God
you got
damn it.
that. Now let's lay them off.
The only silver lining is that Shinji Mikami left the company because he wanted to like leave that company to like a younger personnel with a fresh vision and whatnot. Shinji Mikami could always just, since he is making his own studio again, just rehire all those people if he wanted.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. And not
Yeah,
like
let's-
it sold this
Let's
time.
do it all over again, and this time let's not sell to Microsoft. Let's sell to PlayStation so they can do it to us too.
Capitalism.
Capitalism, baby. Anyways, Kingdom Hearts.
Speaking of doing it all over.
What's the world
again,
after
it
Musketeers that we
was.
haven't talked about yet?
Oh, we
Symphony
said
of
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Oh, where was I?
No, we
I
didn't go. We didn't go into Fantasia.
Okay, 'cause I was like, I wasn't gone that long. I
What
stepped
is
away
there
for
to
a second.
go into with Fantasia?
Fantasia was fine. I liked it actually. I thought it was nice to have another new world. So I thought it was cool to have it.
As-
Like it was very music oriented, like
yeah,
it should
as
be.
someone who loves music and all that stuff, Fantasia's great for me. Like
So
I
much Nutcracker representation.
Oh,
Yes.
you know,
How about that rhythm game?
Oh my god, did I struggle with that rhythm game? Woo.
Okay, we all did. Thank God.
Okay,
Anyone else
just
get
me?
stuck because they didn't tell you to hold the button down?
It wasn't just me.
Tell you
Yes.
to hold the button down on the green bar. It just never tells you that the green bar isn't going to be its own separate bar.
Like, literally just figure it out yourself. Like, fuck you.
I tried pressing it. I tried tapping it. Then I was like, well, hold it down. Oh, it worked. Yeah.
Listen,
Look at the guide.
A little bit of a spoiler. If you want a good Square Enix rhythm game, play Thief Rhythm. If you think Kingdom Hearts is going to pull it off, no, it fucking won't.
No, it fucking won't.
I do want to play Melody of Memory, though.
I'm so sorry.
We will be
I'm very
playing
excited
that.
to play.
We will. Oh, yeah. Not right away, but yeah, next year.
Melody
Yes.
of Memory confirms my theory.
God.
Which
I don't want
one?
to know. I don't
Phoebe-
want to know.
Phoebe
I
knows.
can know.
Yeah,
I don't remember. DM me.
Dominic and Mike aren't gonna know yet. Emanuel, you probably don't know yet, but me and Phoebe argue about it over a lot, which is the true identity of a certain person.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
God.
Oh, right.
I really wish we had Thief Rhythm Dragon Quest in the West. That seems like it'd be a fun game.
I'd play that.
Yeah.
I thought we did get it.
No, we got the Final Fantasies, we got the Kingdom Hearts, but not the Dragon Quest one.
I mean, just add all those songs to Theater Room Final Fantasy. They already added like Live Alive. And that's not Final Fantasy.
And Sokka.
That makes me happy.
And Neo. And Chrono.
Atsune Miku boxing.
Is there any Xenogears music in Theater Room?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, well, there you go.
In Final Bar Line? Yes.
Do you know what song it is?
I can
We
try
can
my
look it
Switch
up.
real quick.
Okay, because I'm
Can
just
we-
curious. There's a couple. There is one song in Xenogears that I will sit in the town and listen to.
Can we
And this is me we're talking about.
Give me a second.
Can Theater Rhythm get like an update with like Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth music too, please?
Well, they have Nier tracks at least, and Chrono and Xenogears tracks, so that's something.
God, I need to play Nier one day.
Like the fucking Grasslands battle theme in Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, just mwah. Beautiful.
So yeah, but you have what's after the Symphony world or after the Fantasia world? That's when you go to the world that never was, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's when the game starts getting real funky.
Yeah,
Is
get
the-
used to that.
Is the best way to put it, because that's when I started questioning what's reality and what's a dream and what's actually happening, because Sora's costume is different in the world that never was than what you've been playing as. And that
Yes, because
confused
that's
me.
supposed to be the real world, technically, in a
Okay.
way.
That's not the dream. That's not Sora dreaming then?
Hey Mike, I've been having a lot of weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this
Is any
for
of this
real
real
or not?
or not?
God damn it.
I mean, that's what I was wondering, like, because I know they're like doing the whole game supposed to be them doing the test, and then they end up they're dreaming. But I was just wondering like that because the costume changes, and then Riku is still in his dream costume, so it's because he's a younger version, and he sees Sora in a cage, which is the dream version of Sora in a cage. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It was,
Because
oh god, the
Rick
game
was inside
explains it.
Because
It's
Riku
so
was still
bad.
dreaming.
Because Riku's inside of Sora the whole time.
Look. There's one thing we also need to remember too. A scattered dream is like a far off memory. Memory that's like a scattered dream. I want to line up the pieces, yours and mine.
What the hell are you quoting?
Kingdom Hearts 2.
The beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2,
Oh.
before Sanctuary pops up.
It's all connected.
It is all
tied
connected.
to the darkness, Mike.
I wish I used Photoshop. I would take a picture of Joe's face and put it on that meme, because that's how it feels right now.
Oh,
You want that, Don?
the Pepe Sylvia.
I was thinking of the one from Sunny with the billboard.
Yeah,
Pepe
Pepe
Silvia,
Silva.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Maybe if
called
you
the
want to,
Pepe
yes,
Silva.
we'll put it in the Discord.
Well, someone
I can
drew
do that later, yeah.
someone drew a picture of that as Sora from Kingdom Hearts, so it's okay. That exists already.
Would it be funnier as Joe's face? I'm sure
I
that
can
hasn't
do
been
this
done
for
before.
you, don't worry.
It's so. I mean, I do
With
like
Joe's
that this
permission, of
game
course.
does connect things from one that had nothing to do. That I mean, I made the comment in the chat that did Nomura plan this, and the man was like, no. But
No, Mike,
it's not like a book
have I
series where
not
you
told
know-
you enough how he's retconned everything?
I mean, also one like book series can do that because a book series, like, okay, I have these ideas, and I'll more than likely just do it unless you're George R.R. Martin. But like with a video game development, you never know if it's going to get a sequel, if you're going to get shut down, if you're still going to be working there. Like that's a whole. So yeah, I mean, you can't know. He just put something in there, probably with a different. Either never had an idea. He's like, this will be cool. We'll just leave it, and I can come back to it someday if I want to.
Mike, as a side note, there are 3 separate songs for Xenogears inside of Final Bar Line.
which is one. Na, na, na,
I have Blazing Nights, Soaring, and Awakening.
Okay, it's not the song I love then. Dolly. The song is called Dolly. It's in a town, a desert town, and it for some reason I fucking love that song.
If it
It's a
helps,
great
there's like
soundtrack.
13 different Chrono Trigger songs and 2 Chrono Cross songs.
Is
I'm
it
playing Xenogears right now. It's a great soundtrack.
Yes, it is.
I really want to play that.
You should anyway, but no platinum.
I know. I just wish they put it on the PS5. Put it on the PS5.
Or have to put it on the Switch.
No.
Xenogears should be on the Switch because it's important to the other Xeno games. Put them all on the Switch.
Yeah, all on the Switch.
Yeah,
Those
but
are
different
all
people own
confirmed
them.
as of the DLC for 3.
Nintendo needs to buy all the Xeno licenses and just
I
have
wish
them
they'd buy
under one
Xenogears
house.
and then we could do more. Well, I don't know. I don't really want Nintendo to have it because then I got to buy Switch stuff, and I don't like Switch.
That's more important than your financial problems, Mike.
Yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree. It's not a financial problem. It's a financial choice.
Oh, also the ending of this game. Also, well, during this whole because there's a whole rant between Sora and Xemnas and Xehanort and fucking all this other goofy shit. One of the questions, because Dominic posted like 10 questions that we kind of touched on a little bit earlier. The reasoning why Xehanort does not remember Sora and Riku fucking up his plans, even though he can time travel, is because I think he says it himself. It's established that he's allowed to time travel, but he can't remember what happens. So I believe whenever you see Xehanort on the island, you see Xehanort younger on the island, not wearing a coat, looking out into the sea. That's the beginning and end of him time traveling. So he doesn't remember anything during these moments.
Was that before or after dropping off Ventus?
Young Xehanort.
Was that before or after dropping off Ventus?
Before dropping off Ventus, yes.
He could be young Xehanort, old Xehanort. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they could very well flash back in Kingdom Hearts 3 and be like, actually, it was young Xehanort dropping off Ventus.
No, it's older Xehanort dropped off Ventus.
Yeah. You see in Birth by Sleep that it's all same.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying it could be young Xehanort next time. We don't know.
No, that stays.
Well, they do know. We just don't know.
That stays pretty accurate. All the time travel stuff which also I feel like they should have gone more into. They established that they need they're going to use 13 Xehanorts, but you're realizing that if they're slowly using the original organization members, or at least people that wanted to hang out. I would have loved to see like a baby Xehanort that just has like a levitating keyblade, like a baby Xehanort.
Don't
like
give them ideas.
Like a 5-year-old Xehanort and a 10-year-old Xehanort and like obviously the one in this game is what, like 15 probably.
Like that.
Yeah, I would like.
You got to say, hearing Leonard Nimoy's voice made me tear up a bit.
Yeah,
I miss him.
Man, props to Rutger Hauer and Christopher Lloyd, who are Xehanort in 3 and the DLC next time. They did what they could and they were good at it, but Xehanort for me will always be Leonard Nimoy. Like I cannot like listen to anybody else just having that graspy voice like this and the keyblade and all that. Like I just it's the equivalent to me of like Kevin Conroy as Batman. Like there will never be anyone else who will be Batman in my mind other than Kevin Conroy. So it's the same thing with Xehanort. Leonard Nimoy is Xehanort for me, like bar none.
Here's the fun part, is that Xehanort confirms I want to get 13 darknesses and 7 lights to fight one another. But he also states that it needs to be 13 pure darknesses and 7 pure lights to create the X-Blade.
The X-Blade.
The X-Blade. So when he says, I'm going to make your people fight my people, whatever gets created is still not the 100% X-Blade. It's only like an 85%.
Yeah, he keeps trying to shortcut his way through, and I feel like that's also what the issue is.
Yes.
Yeah. He's not as smart as he thinks he is.
He's just lazy.
He's just lazy. He's a lazy old man.
Yeah.
But he still has time to hire all these people and get them all on the same page.
But it's all him. He'd rather do the job himself with other copies of himself than hire outside people.
Four of them are him, and one of them is Braig, who he's known for like ever.
Yeah.
That's
Braig
fair.
even says, I am a half Xehanort. What does that mean?
God damn it. That's my favorite line of this fucking game.
That's a pretty cool line. I will give him that.
And they even got Terra involved, but Terra doesn't even want to be there.
Wait.
Yep.
Why would you want to be half Xehanort? Me, I'm already half Xehanort. Just Academy Award winning line right there, baby. Love it.
Get ready for Zigbar. He's so good.
I love Sigbar. He's my favorite organization member, like by a long shot. Like
He's the eye patch guy, right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. And he's so on board too. It's so fucking funny.
I love it. It's so great.
I don't like him, by the way.
Well, yeah, you're just not supposed to. That's the point.
Yeah, okay. When I say I fucking love him, it's because he's such a slimy fucking asshole villain. Like that's why I love him.
Wait.
He also
just everybody wait.
I also like that it is kind of like it goes to the sliminess that I like. He has guns because it's very like taunting to have this asshole man point an actual firearm at you.
Yeah, it is. And it is kind of funny in Kingdom Hearts world because most people don't really have guns. So
I just wish they
want
went
to play
into the history of the other characters as much as Braig.
Oh, well,
We'll
We'll get there.
we get there. Anything
good.
that
Because we get a little bit like from Birth by Sleep. I think we see almost all of them.
We see them.
We see
but,
all but like 5, and there's a reason for that.
Okay.
like we understand. We know what Lee is doing.
I don't like
But
that.
what is Demix doing? What is Demix
We'll get there, maybe.
yeah, that's a question. That's a question that's there.
That's
a loaded
an argument
question.
that Joe and I have
Next
had.
question. That is a loaded question. Next question.
I mean, we get some, and it was nice. Like, I don't like how Axel changed. I mean, I understand like the concept of now he remembers his real name before he became a nobody, so he goes by his real name Lee. Like, I mean, it's cool in concept and it's cool in story, but I don't like Axel not being Axel because Axel's a cooler name than Lee.
Yeah, but that's why everybody messes with him, and everybody's like, Axel, it's Lee. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Fucking Axel. Okay, it's Axel.
I just committed to memory.
Don't worry, we already did.
Well, no, but that also gets explained too, which is probably even the funnier retcon that we haven't talked about either.
What's that?
That Xehanort's a fucking asshole, and he knows that nobodies can grow hearts. So he just likes to fuck with them and be like, "Yeah, you're not a real person. You're
you don't have a heart."
nobody."
That was kind of the
All
whole
those
like.
young,
that was
bodies to put himself in.
But I feel like that was the whole point of the game.
Yeah, to make them feel like they are hollow, completely hollow, so that he could fill up their hollowness with his essence. Is the point of him?
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense from a bad guy point.
Because 358 is pretty much refuting the idea they don't have hearts. Like it's pretty clear that they do.
Yeah.
Hey, Roxas, do you know we don't have hearts? That makes me feel sad. Yeah, I know, buddy.
Remember, that's not an emotion.
Jedi Order trying to fucking, be the stoic types, but they're just telling themselves that they don't have hearts to make it seem easier.
Yeah, and then there's also the weird reasoning of what is it? I'm trying to think of what the fuck it is. You have the whole thing of like, oh well, then how do you explain, Roxas and Nominee and Ventus and fucking Shion, and it's like, oh yeah, whenever you're a nobody, you can just shit out as many hearts as you want for some reason.
Well, Sora is special because he had at least 2 at one point, if not 3.
Like 5 now.
He's up to 5 because it's Roxas, Ventus, his own heart, Shion, and there's a data version of Ansem in there now. I didn't even remember that.
Yep.
And he had Kyrie at one point.
Yeah, Kyrie at one point, and there's a theory that what the Vanitas is in there too. That's not really confirmed and not either, so we'll just leave it.
Who's in there?
Vanitas.
Who the hell is that?
Well, that Vanitas. That makes sense.
That guy from Birth by Sleep.
The black
The guy that Ventus was
yeah.
supposed to
Sora.
combine with.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Who's referenced in this game too at one point?
Yes. They all show up. Everybody's here.
Haley Joel Osment when he actually can pop off with his voice lines.
Oh, you have no idea, Dominic.
I assume it's in 3. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Hey, this will all the shit that we went through here. This will all come back and trade. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It will all get paid off.
It all really does get paid off.
No.
And if not in the base game, then I'm sure Remind will have it.
Nope.
They leave not spoilers.
Hey, it pays off, but there's still more.
Yeah, they leave a couple of questions open for reasons. Well, no, the other thing too, which is why I think I talked about it. Technically, it's fine either way, Or no, that is what we're doing, aren't we? Because the mobile game hadn't wrapped up before 3 ended, so they leave a couple of questions.
We're doing
open.
half of the mobile game before we do 3, and then we'll get the other half of the mobile game after 3.
Yes, and because they don't wrap the mobile game up until after 3 ends. Well, the second part of the mobile game.
Okay, when you say the mobile game, do you mean Union Cross or do you mean Union Cross and Dark Road?
No, there's nothing out for Dark Road yet, so I'm staying away from that for right now.
Okay.
No.
But Dark Road also exists. We need to do that too.
Fucking A.
So-
What did I start?
We'll watch the video and we'll watch back cover.
You did
and we'll
this.
play
You.
0.2, and then we'll have another mini that's just more of a video.
Yes.
Something like that.
We'll have a mini that's basically us after watching a 2-hour and another video of us watching a 3-hour video.
We should all agree to play something that's really, really small and basic just to balance it out.
Feels like we should have an episode that is just Mike asking us any lingering questions, and we can either answer
That's
with
the
an actual answer or
That's
a...
Just
that's
do
the
a
end
watch
of this,
party
maybe.
and all of us just watch the
That-
whole fucking thing at the same time.
That is the recover of Kingdom Hearts 1. Of
Kinda,
Mike asking us multiple questions.
When we get there, yeah. That's essentially what it will be, and putting everything together. But yeah, that's not.
Did
That's
anyone
not anytime
else?
soon.
Did anyone else realize there's a JoJo reference in the final boss fight?
No, of course not.
Well, yeah, Mike. Goddamn it! Fucking goddamn fucking young Xehanort does Zawaldo at the end of his fucking fight, which is like the coolest fucking thing ever.
Waldo?
Zawaldo. He stops time.
I only
Yeah.
saw season 1 of JoJo.
Everyone makes me sad. Thank you, Phoebe. I appreciate that. Everyone makes me fucking sad. Everyone go watch JoJo. Everyone go
Young
watch JoJo. to get
Xehanort's
my
a great
jokes.
rapper name.
Young Xehanort is a great rapper name.
It'll be one in like 30 years because somebody will be like, yeah.
Well, there already is a Kingdom Hearts artist name.
What's that?
Skrillex.
Oh my god.
You know, Skrillex, who named himself after Kingdom Hearts and the X thing and made the opening for Kingdom Hearts 3.
God,
Is
why
that where
does everyone
Skrillex
remind
comes
me of
from?
that?
Yeah, Skrillex comes from the naming of X, putting an X in your name.
That's cool.
So
Hey.
wait, what is it? What is it supposed to be without the X?
I don't know.
He didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah, he didn't think that
Yeah.
far ahead. It's just Sonny Moore saying he liked Kingdom Hearts, so he wanted to make a different name with an X in it, so he came out with Skrillex.
Huh. Okay.
Learn
So what-
something new.
Yep.
Welcome to games my mom found. We give you random facts you didn't ask for.
A whole bunch of stuff in this head. None of it's useful, but it's there.
I know how you feel. That's how I feel too.
So does that
okay.
mean that he was really into Triple X Tentacion?
I don't know what that is.
I know what that is, but
So a couple things that I want to touch on, like with the world that I keep wanting to say the world that ends with you, but no, the world that never was. That's when you get a bunch of boss fights. Sora fights. Who the fuck does Sora? Sora fights young Xehanort, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Riku has the boss challenge.
gosh, the boss gauntlet.
Yeah, where you fight who is that hooded figure anyway?
Which hooded figure?
The one with the red eye.
That's not supposed to be anyone. That's just supposed
Yeah.
to be the revelation that Riku's a dream eater and that's a nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
does
not
the nightmare to want to eat his eyes? Is that what's really going on here?
Nightmare eyes.
I think the nightmare
Nice.
just wanted to eat his eyeballs. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, Corinthian.
Thank you.
No idea.
No idea what the hell's
Phoebe
going
knew,
on.
so it's okay.
Moving on.
And then who else do you fight? You fight him. I forget who the other boss fights were.
Don't you fight Zemnis?
You fight
Or is that
Ansem.
young Xehanort?
You fight Ansem twice,
Fight it.
and then you fight young Xehanort.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, and you also fight Zemnis too. Yeah.
And then you fight the nightmare version of Ventus's
Ventus armor.
armor.
That was weird.
It's the idea that Ventus's armor is protecting Sora from any outside maligned entities or whatever.
Yeah, but then it gets corrupted. What a good job.
I mean, you know,
Sora's fine.
lots
And
of
you
darkness. Yeah, the armor outside may be corrupted. Inside, it is still a fluffy marshmallow.
Okay, and you also see the fact that in the end of this game, you see that Ventus is sleeping.
Yep, and he gives
Yes,
a light smile.
He's
Oh.
still sleeping.
Oh, he's starting to wake up.
So
Yeah.
Okay. You see,
Questions I shouldn't be asking. All right.
But
No,
do
no, no,
you
you're fine.
see? Do you see what we mentioned earlier of how people who were nobodies grew and they became older and stuff, but Ventus is still the fucking same age and still
Ventus
looks the
is
same.
asleep. Ventus is also not a nobody.
But he's
that's-
asleep. When you're in a coma, you still age.
That's actually not what I was talking about, but yeah, let's go with that.
What are we talking about?
Spoiler, but
Spoilers, so no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a reason. It gets explained. Don't worry.
yeah, but what? Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, so funner fact, it's even funnier. So that secret ending you get obviously by going through the secret letters in the credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And doing the trophies and answering the 3 questions correctly.
This
Oh, wait,
goes
really?
back to my
Really?
my wonderful experience with the end of this game.
Go
Does
ahead.
anyone remember what happened?
Mm-hmm.
With
Not really.
With?
The very end of the game, the very final cutscene into the credits.
Oh, do you mean fucking Lee holding out his hand, going, "It must be a flick of the wrist"?
No, I'm talking only about the fact that my game decided, let's just
Oh,
not play
right.
music.
Your game
Let's
decided to
just-
die.
let's just be silent.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
to be silent. Yeah.
Man,
And then
this
that-
group has
that
a
whole
lot of
sequence
problems
was
with final
silent
bosses
until,
and games crashing.
Yeah, don't remind me about the world ends with you crashing on me on the final cutscene of that fucking game. God damn it.
I just thought it was so fun. It's like, let's just be silent. And when that other song kicks in the credits, that's when we'll come back. It'll be fine.
And it never comes back.
can't give you an answer for that, but
The darkness took it.
So I'm
Mm.
assuming that with Axel being a Keyblade wielder, that's going to pay off next game.
Yes.
Yes.
Or be involved, I should say. Like, they're not just going to forget it happened.
yes,
No.
it,
No. He will be involved. It's gonna be a thing.
yeah, you could
Well,
almost
Mike, did you see the secret ending?
No, I didn't even know that. You guys didn't mention one, so I didn't look up one.
So
Because it's
when-
not important.
When Riku gets asked his 3 questions, you give specific answers. And you have to do certain requirements depending on what difficulty you played on. And you have to fly through all the letters in the credits.
okay.
And they straight up go, "Oh, so now we can also train Kairi as a Keyblade wielder."
Oh, I knew she's a Keyblade wielder
wait.
because I've seen her.
Ah, I guess I didn't get that then.
Isn't she on
I
the
didn't get-
cover?
I didn't get that either. Yes, Kyrie's on
She-
the cover.
I guess I maybe I fumbled the questions at the end, and that's why. Because I got the other things, and I was on proud difficulty too, so I should have gotten it, but I didn't
Yeah,
get
you
that
probably
cutscene.
didn't.
I completely
Princess
forgot about that
Leia, her.
cutscene. To be fair, too.
Yeah,
That's
don't
what YouTube's
worry.
for. There must not been a trophy attached to her. He would have gotten it.
Well, that also means Emanuel fought Julia. What did you think about that boss fight?
Balloon Run. To be
Yeah,
fair,
that-
I still got my ass whooped in proud mode trying to
Hey.
fight Julius at level 38. It
It's
took
a-
me going back to my standard save file that I had a level 88 Riku to then beat him in 3 or 5 hits.
It's just nice that they acknowledge that character exists.
What
is
is
that?
Julius from?
He's from the Runaway Brain.
I have
Wait,
no
what
idea what
that
that
is.
is.
What
Okay,
is
so
what
back
is
in the
this
90s
Julius thing?
Back in the
Speaker
90s,
boss.
on one of the VHSs for one of their movies, they released a short film where Mickey gets his brain stolen and put in that giant Frankenstein monster. And the same evil scientist takes the Frankenstein monster's brain and puts it in Mickey's head. So imagine Mickey, super evil, kidnapping Minnie.
Oh,
So
Oh,
it's,
and by-
it's like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, just to make it more interesting, the evil scientist is a monkey voiced by Kelsey Grammer. So it's Frasier who's messing around with Mickey Mouse.
okay.
Okay.
So what you're telling me is the secret boss is going to pay off at some point, like every other secret boss.
I didn't like it that the secret boss
No.
isn't it's a Disney related, because aren't most of them like Final Fantasy or brand new characters related?
No,
All-
Joe, it was a Easter egg to reveal that Disney was planning on buying Fox because The Simpsons also has Kelsey Grammer in it.
And
And
he's
Kelsey
Beast.
Grammer is Beast in X-Men, so...
See, there you go.
That's what I think.
Which
Yeah.
means that if Christopher Lloyd passes before they need to bring Xehanort
Shut
back,
up.
Kelsey Grammer will be Xehanort.
Don't
yeah,
say
don't
that.
kill off Christopher Lloyd. I like
I mean,
it.
I'm assuming Xehanort is. I don't want this question answered. I'm assuming Xehanort is done by the end of 3. That's my assumption. So.
Honestly, I can't even answer that. Spoiler or not, I can't even really answer you that. What is
We'll
it?
get there when we get there.
The secret bosses are usually supposed to tease the next game. Kingdom Hearts 1 originally, I think the final mix version had where you could fight
Xemnas.
Xemnas,
Yep.
and then Kingdom Hearts 2 was Lingering Will, which you fought, which is Terra from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And then in Birth by Sleep, you fought was essentially young Xehanort, which teases this.
Yeah, but here it's just Julius, and there's no reference to anything like that in Kingdom Hearts 3. So.
Yeah,
And so there was really no plan for Kingdom Hearts 3 yet.
No.
We also should mention that in this game, you also see Aqua a few times, which if you had not played Birth by Sleep, you'd be like, who the fuck is this blue-haired girl that people have a crush on?
I mean, if you're playing this and you haven't played the other games,
some people probably haven't just because they didn't like. I know I didn't realize how interconnected these were until we started doing this. Like I knew there was stuff, but I did not realize that really. I mean, they all are sequels to each other and should not be numbered the way they are. They should be numbered. None of these are spin-off.
I mean, I got Chain of Memories as a child. That was my first Kingdom Hearts game.
Well,
you can play Chain of Memories like that and kind of still enjoy it and absorb it. It's just if you play 2 without Chain of Memories like I did originally, it's very confusing.
Do you think if they hadn't done Kingdom Hearts coded or recoded and they would have done this, that we would have seen a rethread again of all the Kingdom Hearts 1 worlds instead of what we got? Because this is
this is adding to the story. Where Recoded 1 is a mobile game, and 2, like the idea with that is that it's it's just they're just redoing stuff with Recoded and 358 by 2 days. Where this is really them branching. I mean, this game could have been 3, but they didn't want to name 3 a handheld experience.
Well, that goes even
they
weirder.
call it 3D.
Yeah, imagine if Valve just called Half-Life Alyx Half-Life 3D because it's in VR.
Where we were almost there.
Now, the reason why it was called 3D is because at the time everything was like slapped a 3D on the 3DS.
It was the phase.
But
like Ocarina of Time 3D, Majora's Mask 3D, Star Fox 64 3D.
That goes it goes even further than that because technically, if you number everything that requires story, technically it'd be Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Chain of Memories. Kingdom Hearts 2 would be Kingdom Hearts 3. Birth by Sleep would be Kingdom Hearts 4.
0.
Kingdom Hearts 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically...
Or Kingdom Hearts Origins or something.
Yeah, it would be Kingdom Hearts 0, yeah. And then technically, what is it? 358 is, even though it's named that, should technically be 1.5.
Yes, that one is definitely... But yeah, that one adds so much because Xion is in this game for one brief scene, and you wouldn't know who the fuck she is if you hadn't played... Because they don't explain anything about who she is in this game. You just see her, and I'm like, oh, Xion!
That's why the Chronicles are...
Oh... But
yeah, they have a textual recounting of every plot.
Okay, yeah, good point. I didn't read those.
Nobody read them.
That's also kind of the joke too that no one remembers Xion, so it kind of plays into that as well. So whenever like they see her, it's even more fucked up when everyone's like, "Who the fuck is that?" And then like single tear sort of.
Well, Xion is Roxas' other half,
but she disappears. She gets killed at the end of the game, and then
she becomes
everyone forgets.
Okay, I forgot.
Everyone's supposed to forget who she was because. I guess that happens with nobodies.
No, it was
turned into husks or whatever. Dusks.
What are we talking about?
From husk till dawn.
I'm not really
the whole point of the end of 358 was that like, oh, no one's gonna remember me.
Ooh.
Yeah, nobody remembers her.
We didn't have our princess yet for 358, did we?
No.
Phoebe, you weren't with us yet?
No.
Okay.
I can't believe that. That seems like you would have been there.
I know.
I would have put the game on the shelf, and I would have been mad that they didn't actually make the game again for any of these collections.
I agree.
I think we complained about that too. Like, I don't remember.
Why the fuck 358 didn't get redone like this game did? But
somebody's doing it.
Yeah,
I know. I saw it. I saw the video.
I just think Square wants to make money while they finish Kingdom Hearts 4. Seems like an easier choice to do.
They want to make money without spending money, though.
They'll forget to advertise it like they've done with everything else.
I don't forget. I think it's a conscious choice to be like, we don't want to spend more money. But if you don't spend money, you're not going to make money. Like, you just have to accept that fact. That's how that works.
Could always be worse. Could always be Ninja Theory and Hellblade 2, where it didn't get any kind of publicity.
Don't
worry,
worry,
what are you talking about?
It's on Game Pass. Like I said.
Did y'all see the Twitter post where it literally looked like they posted like that they were already being fired?
Yes.
I mean, they know.
No.
Microsoft
It was just them saying, hey, enjoy the game. We're fine.
We'll see if it comes out or not.
They're working.
We haven't
on
been
the
renewed
next
for another
game.
property
Trust
yet,
me, guys. It's not like Microsoft can cancel a game at any given moment, like Scalebound. Trust me, guys.
Shut up, Emanuel.
Going back to Kingdom Hearts, did anyone else love the part where Sora just goes back and retreads Kingdom Hearts 1 and says, I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power. And then everybody shows up.
God damn.
It's kind of amazing there was never like a Kingdom Hearts VR game.
Don't give him my ideas.
There is a Kingdom Hearts VR game. What are you talking about?
What?
Yeah,
What?
you can watch the symphony in VR for the PlayStation VR.
Oh,
Right.
I don't count.
Yeah. It's kind of like how you can watch a full Danganronpa trial happen in 3D.
Send me a link to that.
Okay.
Actually,
have VR,
Phoenix right. VR.
When are we?
Objection!
When are
Oh,
we Kingdom
y'all-
Hearts Muso game?
Kingdom Hearts is
That I
already a
want.
Musa game. What are you talking about?
It's Kingdom Hearts Heroes.
I want that.
Remember
I do too.
back when EGM did the April Fool's thing of like putting Mushroom Kingdom Hearts and it was Mario with a Keyblade and all that crap, and I believed that thing would actually be real. Good times. Good times.
I would love a Kingdom Hearts. I like Muso games. Like I like the Zelda Muso games. I would love a Kingdom Hearts Muso. There's
We
enough
need
enemies
a
now.
Power Rangers Muso game. That's what we
we need a Power
That'd be great.
Rangers Muso game. Thank you, Emmanuel.
That's what we need.
Bad Beetleborgs be DLC for that.
They haven't even appeared in goddamn Battle for the Grid, so I don't know.
Not gonna
Is that
happen.
game even still going?
I don't
Yes.
know. It randomly gets DLC sometimes. I'm like, why is this the only Power Rangers game that we have aside from the mobile Legacy Wars thing? Like, why?
So
Why
anything
can't-
else you guys want to say about Dream Drop before we go to questions? There might be a
Yeah,
few
I'll
more
say the
things.
three.
Oh, right, Dream Drop.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, I have something to say about Dream Drop.
Please.
One thing I think is really funny. So it's established that towards the end of the game, Sora's still trapped in the nightmare. You have to jump in his Riku to save him from, goopy armor. And then Riku beats him, and then whatever. I think it's so fucking funny. So I'm playing it, and my husband's been playing Beat Saber behind me, and then the headset died, so I was waiting for it to charge. And my husband's like, that's how you know Sora is a bottom. His fucking boyfriend's sitting there knocked out after saving him. He gets up, and his first instincts is, man, I sure am fucking hungry. Like, he's not even concerned for Riku. He's just fucking eating and shit like a fucking asshole.
I mean, you could just think of it of like, I know he's got it. Babe's got it. He's
got it. Yeah, he'll be fine.
They
He's got
imply
it
that they
going.
told-
He's done it
Okay.
before. He'll do it again.
It's implied that they told Sora he'd be fine, so go enjoy yourself.
He also hugs the shit out of him when he wakes up too. A little too friendly. If you get what I mean.
I'm not going to
Riku,
again.
worried about that.
Kyrie's a beard.
I mean,
No, they're a thruple.
I mean,
Sora's the baby out of all of them, okay?
here's the I don't know, because there's like a lot of relationship. This is a polyamorous relationship.
It's a polyamorous relationship.
It's a polyamorous
A
situation.
relationship between
here
Sora and Riku exclusively is still a polyamorous relationship.
because Sora and Kyrie are a thing, but Sora and Riku are also a thing, but also Riku and Naminé are also a thing, but also Naminé and Roxas are a thing. So,
But also Roxas and Shion are
but
a
also
thing.
Roxas and Shion are a thing.
But at the end of the day, they're all the same
Roxas and
person.
Sora
So
are kind
are
of a
they.
thing too.
I don't know. It's like everybody's fucking everybody. It's like a fucking centipede or something.
Oh my god.
Mike, come back.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we might.
And then
come
there's
back,
just
right?
Donald and Goofy married
I
off to
hope
the
the
side.
Mike cuts out all of this.
we won't cut it
no,
out.
we have to think about Riku being the dad of the relationship, just keeping everybody in line.
I mean, Riku is the more, I want to say, adult. I don't know.
Riku would just be a bully in the relationship.
No, Riku's a sweetheart. What are you talking about?
They explain it very well in that one. What the fuck is it called? In that one Arrested Development, or it's some comedy
Sora.
TV show where it's like, oh yeah, I'm Kyrie. This is my boyfriend
Yep.
Sora, and this is his boyfriend Riku. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Sometimes I date Sora, and sometimes Sora's gay for Riku. It's what happens.
Just imagine.
Circle of life.
What's the
They say there can only be one Keyblade master, so Riku wants to see Sora's Keyblade.
Retcon, goddammit.
Phoebe, what did you say?
that meme of the woman in the bed going, yes, me, my boyfriend, and his lover.
Yes. So, anyways, Mike.
Anyways,
I can't walk away, can I? Huh?
No, you
walk
cannot.
away. You don't hear
Joe say random bullshit.
Go.
Hey, this is my fault this time. God damn it.
I mean, it is interesting to discuss the way that Riku and Sora are written like Sasuke and Naruto, in the sense that it's so boring that they're still expected to like a girl at the end of the day.
I mean,
But
and Kyrie's
But
just
they're
as
not
useless
scre-
as Sakura, so...
They're not screaming at each other. They're not going, Sora! Riku!
I would have more preferred that, but I'm also really glad that they do establish that they are really good friends, because there are moments in this game, because you have the world switching, obviously, and you have moments where Riku is like, yeah, Sora will get it done. He may be a fucking idiot, but I know his bottom ass. I know his bottom ass will get it done. And Sora very much also has a comment where he's like, oh yeah, Riku's really strong and really smart. I know he'll do what he needs to get done. So we'll
My
all be
little
fine at the
cream
end.
puff can do it.
But I will say, I'm glad that Mike acknowledges that this is Riku's game.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I
Manuel's
almost
right.
feel like this was supposed to be like just Riku's game, and they were like, well, people maybe don't care that much about Riku, so let's slap Sora into it as well, so that
Well,
we
I think
can
you
get
just
sales
have to
or
have
something.
Sora in a Kingdom Hearts game because that's
No,
I
you
disagree.
don't.
No.
Because
Oh.
Birth by Sleep is great, and Sora's not the main
good
character.
point. Good point.
358/2 is still one of the best games in the series.
And 358
Yes.
has Foxes, which is a better Sora.
Mm-hmm.
So when do we get a Kyrie game?
Isn't
Melody
that
of
already
Memory.
covered?
Game,
Yeah,
it's called Melody of
It's-
Memories.
I will hit everyone in this chat.
Well, good news. None of us are near you. We're all in different states.
I am
Oh,
the
that's
first
not
one
going to
of them.
stop me.
We're also forgetting the big reveal, which, we have two newcomers to the series, and, three of us who have known the series, which we haven't really talked about yet either. How do y'all feel about Sora failing, but Riku passing the Macro Mastery exam?
It makes sense.
It's fine.
It's very funny. It's almost a mirror of Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
Aqua. Okay.
No, because Riku is supposed to I guess embody Terra, because Terra passed on the Keyblade onto him, like he bequeathed him. So you would expect, especially given that Riku has been possessed by darkness a lot, and he's been depending on it a lot, that he would be the one to fail. But that's why this is why Riku's my favorite, because he proved that he didn't need it, that he could overcome all of these trials and get Sora back without using the power of darkness. And this was his whole redemption arc, going from that stupid idiot that I hated in Kingdom Hearts 1 to this, my shining hero.
Okay.
I mean, he grew a lot over Chain of Memories and 2 as well.
Yes. He learned to let go of all of that darkness and all that negativity that surrounded his heart, that made him jealous of Sora and all that, so that he could okay, I am my own person and I'm going to do it for Sora. I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna do these things. I'm going to walk. What's the way
Walk.
to the dawn?
Yeah.
The way to dawn.
Yes.
Oh, and then one thing that I want to talk about too, because I complained about it in this, but they finally fixed in Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to let Dominic and Mike know that if you have a favorite Keyblade, I hope you're ready to use it for a while, because they finally implement upgrading Keyblades in Kingdom Hearts 3, so you can keep.
Cool.
I do love the Keyblade system in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Exciting.
It is very exciting. The fact that each Keyblade has its own form. Think of the different forms that you get in Kingdom Hearts 2, but instead of choosing which one, it's based on the Keyblade that you have, and it does different abilities and different stuff. It's really great. I'm very excited to replay Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's the goofy shit that the Lingering Will does in Kingdom Hearts 2. So so the Keyblade transforms into weapons and guns and ice blades and other stuff.
Yep.
Drills.
I'm very
A
excited
frying
for 3.
pan.
A frying pan.
Yeah, that's a secret though. That's a secret Keyblade. But I say that because as much as with all this game, I actually don't like half of the fucking Keyblades in this game, and I wish I could have just kept the Way to Dawn the whole time on Riku.
Yeah, they're not great. I'll take that.
I changed them purely because obviously the stat boost and all that. But yeah, there's not that many great Keyblades in this game.
Half of them are hidden. And even then, half their designs suck.
Yeah.
I think the only good one that I actually really liked is the Whirlwind with You one that has the little electric in the middle,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's great.
and the Tron one's pretty okay too. But the rest of them, like I hate looking at Riku
I don't
having
like
that.
the Tron one.
uh,
I really don't like the Tron one too.
I like I like the shape of it. That's really the only reason I like about it. But the last one you get, the Fantasia one, I just don't like how big and goofy it looks.
Goofy is pretty big.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to think about how big Goofy is, because that man canically fucks. Anyway,
Man, can we just talk about the idea that I said you guys the other day about the Max and the Webby from DuckTales being like the prodigies and the new Knight and Sorcerer?
We're gonna.
Amazing.
God damn it, why? And we're never gonna get it until they fucking make Sora not the fucking main character.
They should make a Kingdom Hearts game where all the only worlds in it are Disney Afternoon.
I mean, God, give me a Darkwing Duck world, and
Give
I
me
will
a
be there.
Gargoyles world.
Oh my God, I will die happy. Darkwing Duck is my favorite like Disney character of all time. Just FYI, that's why I'm like.
Oh, then you really like the new DuckTales.
Oh, I know. I know. At season 2, when that episode of like the retelling of Darkwing Duck's story was done, I was like over the moon.
Good.
All right. Any last things you guys want to say before we go into questions, comments, and memories?
Mike, which has been your favorite game in the series so far?
I don't really know because I don't remember as well of these. Like I have never like graded it or ranked it.
Mike,
I've enjoyed most of them.
Memorized.
He doesn't commit it to memory.
I feel like maybe either Kingdom Hearts 2 or 358 by 2 Days. I really did enjoy that one. Birth by Sleep I enjoyed a lot too. So I don't know, one of those three maybe.
Before we do move on, we probably should talk about the ending though.
Didn't we talk about the ending?
The whole fact that this whole thing was because Xehanort wanted to make Sora one of his vessels of darkness.
We did not. Okay, you were right. Thank you.
He wanted to turn him into Harry Potter, like a Horcrux.
Yeah. Like the whole idea of putting Sora to sleep and making him fall even deeper and deeper into slumber was so that they could fill his heart with darkness and make him the 13th Xehanort.
They should have asked for consent first.
I know, right? But Xehanort is a villain, so that's what villains do. They don't ask for consent.
Oh.
Way to bring the darkness, Emanuel.
But hey, someone's got to do it. But also the fact that there are 12 other Xehanorts and all that, and it's like you only see 5.
It's old
Xehanort,
old Xehanort,
and
young Xehanort, Ansem, Xemnas. You do see a Riku. They don't confirm what Riku it is, and I will say that because that's what that is. That is not a game. They do not confirm what Riku that is.
Zigbar,
Data
Spikes, or Issa.
Yeah, Issa. So we're at 7, I believe. Oh, and no, never mind. Yeah, we're at 7.
So yeah, it's a whole plot of like the thing that I don't understand is why the fuck did they have to reunite in that place and that time? I didn't. Whatever, because
they really like their high chairs.
I love those chairs.
Yeah, and that we're never gonna see those high chairs.
Isn't that place near where Kingdom Hearts is or something? I thought.
No, because Kingdom Hearts is in the realm of darkness.
That's that's the High Council in the world that never was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seeing in the prior Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2. And
Yes, but yeah.
And we said Riku becomes a keymaster.
Yeah, we did mention that, but before that, like Riku shows up to try to save Sora, and he gets stopped by Xehanort, I think, and then Mickey shows up, pulls out a boss-ass move with a fucking level 10 magic, stops just stops everybody in their tracks.
And then it's like,
except young Xehanort has the fucking loop keyblade, so he can like pretty much still move.
There's always a
He's able
plan.
to move within the frozen time.
Yeah, he's able to move in the frozen time. When you use time stop and time stop, you're allowed to move too. Have you not seen clock stoppers?
Oh my god!
God damn it.
Also a Disney
I
movie.
love you, Joe, so much.
That is like my all-time favorite Disney movie. I want you to know that, Phoebe. I fucking love that movie, dude.
Movie, sir.
Is it Nickelodeon? I swear it's Disney. I will look that up.
I swear it's Nickelodeon.
So-
I was trying to make a JoJo reference for you.
So the thing that they never do explain is how young Xehanort got that Keyblade?
We'll get there.
It's
The
a
time-
fusion. It's a fusion of
Really?
his no,
Okay.
yeah, it's a fusion
Fine.
of his no-name Keyblade.
Which is the goat Keyblade with the one eye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which,
Damn it, Phoebe's right. It's a fucking Nickelodeon movie.
Hey, at some point Nickelodeon will become a part of Disney. Hey. Anyways, capitalism. Anyways, but yeah, the young Xehanort still stops them and whatever, and then some pins down Riku, and Semnus pins down Mickey, and then old man Xehanort is going to fill Sora with his darkness and whatever, and yada yada yada, and then Axel just comes to the rescue.
I do want to point something out that will become relevant later, that the Way to Dawn, the Soul Eater Keyblade from KH1, the No Name Keyblade, etc., all have that big giant blue eye in it.
Yes, has anyone else noticed that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat what you just said?
That a lot of these Keyblades that are connected to the villains have blue eyes in them.
Oh, I know what that is. I'm surprised. Kind of.
I
Mike.
have no idea.
Awesome. It's okay to get explained at some point. But anyways, I do like that you also, I think that the funniest part of the whole thing too is Mickey like wall jumping up and you hear him go, ha, 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 and then he gets choke slammed and you hear this Mickey go,
Right, and Donald and Goofy also show up to like fight them.
oh yeah, with the fucking Wayfinder.
That they don't show it, but yeah, it's the stone, the magic.
It's a Wayfinder stone.
It's not called a Wayfinder stone.
It's called a Wayfinder.
Is it
It
called a
is.
Wayfinder stone?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah. What? Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, they show up. They save the day.
They save the day. Friendship is
And then all of the other Xehanorts get sent back to their time or what.
Yep,
My
because
friends.
friendship is magic.
friendship is my power.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, this is all a prologue to what's to come.
It very much is. It's this-
Basically, it was just like, oh, here's a taste. Like,
we don't want to make Kingdom Hearts 3 longer than it needs to be. Here's some stuff that we're not going to have to worry about putting in the game later.
Yep.
It's one
And
of those
then-
things where everything matters, but nothing matters because it's all dreams.
Well, except that last
So-
part. That last part's important.
Yeah.
So I don't know if someone in the comments will ask the question, but what was everybody's favorite world here? If anybody cares about it?
Trevor's Town.
Yeah, duh.
Traverse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, and then Sora goes back to go dream to redo his Mark of Mastery, and he's friends with all those Pokemon, even though I didn't make any of them, so I don't understand how they're there.
I like.
That
Isn't
will
it?
get
Didn't he just
explained.
Didn't he just abandon everyone to go back into the world and hang out with the Pokemon again?
Well, he had to read. He had to read. He wanted to redo it. Sora wanted to redo it. Yeah.
And spoilers, he still fails.
But yeah,
Spoilers, Sora is never a master.
we will
like,
get
you-
explanation.
you
to
are
all
in
that
this-
stuff.
You are in this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
God damn it! That is what that is, isn't it?
God,
There can only be one.
every single one of you.
Kingdom Hearts really is just fucking Star Wars. and
I
Harry Potter.
told you back in
It's Star
Birth by
Wars versus
Sleep.
Star Trek. It's Leonard Nimoy versus fucking
Mark
Luke
Hamill.
Skywalker.
Mark Hamill.
yeah,
Mark
versus
Hamill.
like Skywalker.
Yes, Mark Hamill, who is dead in this series and will never see him again.
I can't wait to
Well,
talk
now
about
I know
Eric
I
Kiss
do
and
by
Kingdom
based
Hearts
on the
3.
way you said it. So
Oh, they're funny enough. So we see young Xehanort. We also see young.
Young
We see
Ericus.
you see young Eriquis,
No.
who's voiced by Drake Bell. Apparently,
That's the weird part I'm excited for.
okay,
Who doesn't love Drake Bell?
no problem with them. I'm just surprised.
yeah. No, I'm also surprised too. It's just really if there's a really weird kid. They get really weird voice actors to come back and do stuff or introduce. So it's we talk about this, but there's another character they bring in that I will not say who it is, but he's voiced by Dylan Sprouse.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
aren't both Zack and
Elliot.
Cody in this?
Just Zach, not Cody, or whichever one's
Oh.
which.
Oh, now I'm excited. I want to play 3 now.
Unfortunately, you have to wait till November.
I don't have to do shit, Mike.
We know
I
you
can
have to
play
wait. I
whatever
have to wait till
want.
November to play it and talk
Oh.
about it. But
If it makes all of y'all feel better, Mike, continuing the informing y'all of 3, Mike, if you really are crunched for time or whatever, you can do the entirety of 3 just story mode because they put a 1-hit kill for all enemies.
I probably won't do that because that seems too
I
easy. But that's nice that it's there.
Yeah, it's there because I need to get there's a DLC where you can unlock the Oblivion Keyblade and also have the Oathkeeper Keyblade, and you actually get the dual wielding form from Kingdom Hearts 2 again.
Mm-hmm. And you're probably gonna need it because the requirements for it are insane.
No, it's not. You just gotta beat Kingdom Hearts 3 on critical mode, but you can use a one-hit kill cheat.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
really, it's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
doing
really
it
funny
legit, you know.
Now,
when, Mike does 3 because he has to do the DLC, and the secret boss is so important.
Well, that's what YouTube is for.
I have video saved for this occasion. Don't worry. There's files that have been prepared.
Oh my god.
All right, let's go on to questions, comments, and memories.
Yes. Yes, please.
We guys weren't kidding. We are going on to like 2.5 hours.
We could continue.
I need to get places, Mike. Come on.
Same here. Okay, so first we're going to read from the Discord for the change. Join your Discord if you want to chat with us. You're not part of these groups and you want to have your comments, memories read. First from Rich Jen. There are credits in there somewhere because Joe made a comment saying no spoilers for the rest of the series. And from Nate, at the point you're at in the story, the spoilers wouldn't make sense or seem real.
No, that's not true. This is like the penultimate game. Like you could.
We're far enough that it would make sense. And now how you said that like a couple games ago wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah, but now it makes sense.
So. And then from the I Walked the Entire Orblid Super replay from Nick Rise, just replayed it recently and was able to enjoy the story somewhat once you know the twist. Without that foreknowledge, though, that game is insane nonsense. Best movement in the series, though.
Oh god, flow motion's so good. That's the one thing we didn't really mention.
We mentioned a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, flow motion's
But
great.
just-
Everything is much better in Kingdom Hearts 3, though.
Yeah, they bring it back in 3. Don't worry.
The strength of introducing Neku and then flow motion is still one of my favorite openings.
And from Nate McKellen, friend of the show, the ending of the game is buck wild and the bosses can be easily steamrolled with balloon is what he meant. Seriously, what the hell was that ending?
You can't end it, so you gotta set everything up. That's pretty much all the ending is.
From Billy Ryan, I love the series, but yeah, what were the lore writers on? From Cameron Salido, I will always love that they brought in the World Ends With You cast such good characters. From Brian Brown, he has 2. The Fantasia world is still to this day some of the best sound design I've experienced in a video game. I put on noise-canceling headphones when I played it and was completely immersed in the world. Overall, this game left me with a sour taste in my mouth. The boss design of the handheld game wasn't great as the humanoid bosses don't stagger when hit. Balloon commands are completely broken and trivialize the difficulty if you just stack a command deck with them. I'm a huge defender of Kingdom Hearts story. I say that it's not as confusing as everyone likes to pretend it is. However, this game is where the story started to go off of the rails for me. The series didn't need time travel and it's been a huge part of the story that I've had to compartmentalize and not think too hard about to continue enjoying the story. This is also one of the worst offenders in the series of giving absolutely no relevant story before the very end of the game. Overall, I did like the game despite most of this until I got right before the end. The last 3 bosses and the story moments that happened during those at the end soured the experience for me.
I don't understand when people complain about the difficulty being minimalized. Like it's on a difficulty that is meant to be hard, but you can do balloon route and get it over with.
It's the options. I fucking hate it. It's like, you know, people when they play like certain Souls games and there's a certain class that can kind of cheese the game. Like this, it's there. The developers put it there so that you can exploit it if you want, and if you don't want, if you want to make it hard, just do it. You don't have to use balloon run.
It's like it's like when like nothing's going on at work and you're literally just getting paid to stand around. It's like, why would you complain about that? You're doing nothing and getting paid for it.
Which I do.
Yeah, just listen to a bunch of podcasts.
But what if you can't hear a podcast because someone else is playing their radio way too loud?
Oh my god. And then you call the shift lead over and you go, hey, this guy needs to turn it down. And then they tell them to turn it off.
I told my husband about the stuff y'all tell me, and Phoebe, my husband, said he literally, after the first day, he would have walked up and thrown the fucking radio out the window.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Just get Bluetooth earbuds, or you can't have earbuds, huh?
We can't
you could
have
get some
headphones in the place because it's a factory and that's a safety violation. But I could wear earmuffs over Raycon.
Hey, you could use some Raycons. The sponsor of today's pod now. No.
I wonder if I'll ever actually get sponsors. Someday.
You're doing pretty well.
Sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
I'll take it. They want to pay me. I will take it.
They pay a lot, apparently.
They do a lot. Official Laser Time community from Lee Tran. I've fallen quite a bit off the series for a while now, but the PS2 era of games was a defining part of my childhood. To this day, the final ending touching in Kingdom Hearts 2 gets me emotional and teary-eyed. when after the 3 games, our main heroes are finally reunited and back home. There's also something to be said about Simple and Clean is a generation-defining song amongst a certain demographic. You put that song on around the right people, and everyone will be belting their hearts out, both original and Planet B remix. Also, bruh, the intro cutscenes alone, especially for one, is so fucking sick even today.
And the new re-recorded version.
I'm not a fan of that, I'm not going to lie.
I like it, but it's no original.
It's no original. You can't beat that Planet B remix.
And from Tyler Watson, I started playing a few years back on the HD collection since I never got it for the 3DS, and my god, is it a slog. I'm just not enjoying it. Like, I'm still working on the Hunchback stage, and I can't bring myself to start Kingdom Hearts 3 until I finish this one, because I know it's essential to the plot, but I'm just not having fun with it. I'm someone who loves Pokemon, but the Dream Eaters don't do anything for me. I'll finish it eventually, but I don't think it will ever click with me.
Just play on easy.
I love the Dream Eaters. So
they were fine.
They're fine. They work.
Again, I say bring them back.
I'm a firm advocator of the Games My Mom Found podcast and Mr. Mike Albertin. If you just want to play for a game for the story, just play it on easy. If you can't play Dark Souls, just watch someone play it. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with playing a game on easy.
If you can't play Dark Souls, what you do is you watch YouTube videos of every single area of Dark Souls and play it that way. It's a lot easier, by the way.
That's fair, too. Yeah.
That's what I call.
I can play any game on easy and also play a Dark Souls game, so just play however you want.
Yeah, I mean, if easy's there, I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
In every game. Except Bayonetta, I don't think I did the easy difficulty because it was just too easy. But
you aren't easy, not very easy.
Yes.
Or if you're the generic middle-aged man who legit does not have fucking time for video games anymore because you come home tired from work. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't have time, you don't have time.
I hate that people think playing easy is the insult. It's not. Just play the game
baby mode.
I mean, problem mode and stuff like trophies are great for people that need an extra incentive to play their game. I mean, those things are great that they're there because if you're someone with a lower income or have a lot of time, like you have the incentive to do something and you get something for it. So one, you can make your money last longer for your entertainment. So I mean, I think those are wonderful. But for a guy like me who has bought way too many games over the years and keeps buying more games every week. I'm happy with short games.
Hell yeah.
I spend
Steam sales, baby.
Not even just Steam sales, fanatical bundles and humble bundles and oh my. So
when retirement happens, quote unquote.
What?
I said when retirement happens, quote unquote, all those Steam games will be worth it.
All right. And from the last group I'm going to read from Kingdom Hearts Save Point. From George Dashko, DDD is one of my favorites. I love the combat, the worlds, the Dream Eaters, the story goes off, and it's super cool looking on the DS. And from Moondock, you could say you love the series from a dream drop distance. Yeah. Yeah. And from Patrick Ebener, I can't wait till all the games end up on Steam June 13th.
Hey.
Right around the time you hear this.
Hey, June 13th. 13 again.
I ordered that number.
Shit.
I am pissed though. They missed the mark. They should have done July 13 because it's 7 and 13. 7 lights and 13 darknesses.
There's a theory that the reason, which I'm hoping, because if you also listen to Mike's podcast, you know we say shit and it happens. Like we do The Crow and the trailer came out and other goofy stuff. I'm hoping that with the reason why it's June 13th is because the PlayStation Expo is coming up and we will get a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4.
I don't really want Kingdom Hearts 4 to come out anytime soon, but that's a thing.
It's not, but we'll get a new trailer.
Okay. I think it'll come out next year.
It'll come out next year.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
That and those are the Dragon Quest 3 2D HD version will come out next year.
I can't believe those still aren't out.
They're not out yet?
No.
Oh, shit.
Nope.
I still can't believe the Suikoden remasters aren't out yet. That pisses me off, by the way. I've tried to put Suikoden on the show a few times, but I'm like, I'm going to wait for the remasters. And that's what I said this year and last year. And I think next year I'm like, fuck it. I'm not waiting any longer.
Yeah, there's a couple of games that have been like, they were announced or something like 2 years ago, and we're still waiting on them
I get
to
new games.
And it's like new games, yeah, I understand, but remasters and all that, like I don't understand.
Remakes, I get. Remaster where you're literally just cleaning it up and putting it back out. Like I know there's more to it. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but like it's not. I'm assuming it's nowhere near as hard as making a brand.
Well, sometimes you're doing way too much, and you have to redo it, like the Sands of Time remake.
Oh yeah, but that was a remake, not a remaster. Remaster is just kind of cleaning it up and porting it.
Does that thing even exist at this point?
No,
same with Beyond Good.
Half of Ubisoft's projects don't exist, and then suddenly they do.
I mean, or in a case where you take money from a government and have absolutely no choice but to release the game.
I'm sorry, Phoebe. My
Oh, well,
husband's
Ubisoft.
also mad.
All right, a couple more to read from Jonathan Ulsh. The dream pieces that nightmares drop you could use to create spirits or nightmares turn good, so to speak, that could aid you in battle. Each came with its own unique ability tree that you gradually filled up and sometimes gave you new commands, and each spirit could be linked with Sora or Riku for some special attack. This is one of my favorite things about Dream Drop Distance. And last one to read from Bruno Bauer. I was alone in my house when I finished Kingdom Hearts 3. I am not going to read anymore in case it's spoilers, so we're just going to stop right there. I wanted to read that, but yeah.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I don't know what he said, but I was like, as soon as he said that, I was like, nah, we're going to stop here. Because I don't want to have anything in Kingdom Hearts 3 spoiled for me.
No.
That's my goal. All right. That brings us to... I should give out a code. That's what I should do. So let's see. I forgot I was going to do that. Let me pull up a code.
If you want this code, you just have to dial the number 1-800-KEYBLADE.
That's funny.
All right, we're going to... Since we mentioned Suikoden, here we go. Uden Chronicles Rising. The Steam code is 80CY6 WJF6J DQ864. That is the Steam code for Uden Chronicles Rising.
It's a good game. It took me like 3 or 4 times to start it up to actually get into it, but I'll defend that little stupid game.
It sounds fine. Hey, and you know what? The other one actually came out before Suikoden came out, so HD.
Euden Chronicle 100 Heroes. I want to get that.
It looks good. I heard good things about it too from the Discord.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go to
too many games.
Shelf Stacker Box. And Phoebe, what would you say?
I'm gonna put it on the stack. It's not as bad as I remember it being, probably because it's a PS4 version rather than the 3DS version, but a nice little experience and a very good prologue to what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dominic.
It's gonna go in the stack. I like it better than some Kingdom Hearts games. I like it better than Birth by Sleep, for example, but it's not the high highs of 2 and 358.
Fair. I'll go next. I'm going to put this in the stack also. I enjoyed it, but I think I really echo what Dominic said. 2 is, to answer your question earlier, Dominic, 2 is probably my favorite. So, but I had a really good time. I'm glad I finally played it and going to go in the stack, and it was a fun time, and I would definitely recommend it to people.
This is your favorite?
No, 2 is.
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
2 is easily the best.
Yeah, 2.
Of course.
2 was I love 2 when we played it for the show. So
I like games with scope.
But I'm happy it exists. I'm also really happy it's on PS4. So, and Emanuel.
I'm in between a stack and a shelf because I do like how the game plays for the most part. Again, it's my 5th favorite of the series. But yeah, the whole time travel aspect just still rubs me the wrong way and just leaves me sour because everything up until this point, as convoluted as people say it was, I'd still say that you could follow it. Like there was a thread and there was a lot of nonsense in it, but you just had to kind of roll with it. Here is where it kind of just goes off the rails with a lot of the things that it presents in this game. So yeah, and I don't know. It took me 7 years. If the last time that I played this was 2017, it took me 7 years to replay this game, whereas I've replayed 1, 2, 3, and Birth by Sleep like multiple times. So I think I'm gonna go with a stack. To be honest, I think that I'll remember what happens in this game and the things and all that, but I don't have a necessity to go back to it in terms of gameplay when I could just go back and play 2 or 3. To be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe.
I'm also going to stack this. Funny enough, I think it's a full stack. Full stack.
Queen stack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that is yet. I like a lot of the game. Like I agree with Dominic. I love Flowmation in this. Flowmation was such a great addition. I'm glad they bring it back for 3. They bring a lot of fight mechanics. And one thing we actually touch on is that they don't really use the system usually for the I guess the spin-off games where you equip spells and stuff and abilities as opposed to what they normally do with 1, 2, and what essentially would be 3, where you get abilities and things like that. But also, as much as we didn't really complain about it, I think the drop system is always really goofy, and games that do stuff like that's really annoying. It's just have it to where whenever you beat a world, just ask an option, hey, do you want to switch back to the original character, or you want to keep going? And this game, I don't know if y'all went into it, but there's certain moments where you can't continue forward unless you've beaten it as both characters. So I don't know why they didn't do that. Like, it just have it to where you can beat the first 4 worlds, and if you only do it as Riku, you have to play as Sora. The game tells you that and things like that. But I guess that they want a drop system. They want something interesting, but I still think it's stupid. But other than that, it's not a bad game either. It's still fun and everything else does. And the Pokemon aspect, as much as I didn't get into it, it is pretty cool too. So I'd still give it a stack.
I will defend the drop system because I think it's an interesting way to do it, because they've experimented with how to do multiple characters before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a complete contrast of what we had in Birth by Sleep, where you had to literally finish the whole thing with one character, then start it over with another character, and then start it over with the other character. And here
they learned from Chain of Memories, at least, where Chain of Memories was so long that you played as both.
I do agree with Joe that it should have been like, you are given the option to like drop at any given moment whenever you want as well. Like, you don't have to wait for the drop for the drop gauge to like hit 0, and you can drop whenever you want. But I do think that, man, they could have like eliminated the drop gauge and just make it like Alan Wake 2 and just let you swap at any given moment whenever you wanted to play as the other character or whatever. Like I think that's the sweet spot of like, how do we do this? Because I think that both options are like complete antithesis of one another, and one is almost to the point of it is how it should be, of like switching a character whenever you want, but they add that whole thing of the drop gauge. Like, and again, it's not as bad as it used to be in the 3D version. They adjusted the drop rate, and there's the benefits that you get every time you drop, and there's also items that reset the drop gauge. So I don't know. I just think that it was.
Can you say drop?
Unnecessary.
A lot, by the way.
A lot.
Okay. And I should introduce what we're talking about next week. Next week, you can hear us talk about Prince of Persia Warrior Within, which we referenced a few times during this episode already.
Mike is very excited to talk about that one.
I am excited.
Very excited.
I am actually excited to talk about it.
He's ready to rip at a new asshole.
The next Kingdom Hearts thing you will hear, there will be a couple things coming before. 3 won't be till November if you're someone that sticks with the series. We will be doing fragmentary passives and back covers one episode at some point. I don't know.
Also,
when.
Chain of Memories.
We're also doing Rechain of Memories soon too. I don't know when that will release, but we are going to record it soon. So those are going to come out before we get to 3. There will also be a Union X first part 3-hour video Joe's going to make us watch where we talk about that. Or not. But that will be coming.
Well, the podcast might as well be like 6 hours.
No, it'll be fine. A lot of it's just like stuff. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying, whenever we get to part 2, we need to play like Dear Esther or something small, just so we can have something else to talk about. We'll be so Kingdom Hearts out by then.
Well, I mean, after 3, I mean, I can almost. I mean, I plan to do the DLC right after 3.
Yes,
like in December, but there probably will be a break between stuff and Melody. Like, I'm gonna be kind of done.
Yeah, I mean,
I did not plan. I could have almost finished. I mean, well, we are kind of finished Kingdom Hearts this week, but like,
how do I say this? Melody of Memory is kind of the Spider-Man Far From Home to Avengers Endgame, if you want to put it.
Look,
you mean not Far From Home? You mean yeah, Far From. Never mind. He's right.
Yeah, Far From Home. Not
it just
No Way
exists,
Home.
but it doesn't add anything to the story, but a little bit, right?
It adds to the story, but it's like
a lighthearted.
You could just leave it at Kingdom Hearts 3. And
I will be finishing Melody of Memory this year
up until the end.
The best way I can describe Melody of Memory, and I hope I don't offend anyone, it basically just kind of tickles your butthole. It gives you a little taste, but not enough for you to be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I will be playing it this year. I promise that to myself.
Hey, people, if you come here for Kingdom Hearts, you'll also get your butthole tickled. Don't worry.
We have to get Sora up there. There are bugs.
Oh, God. Okay, we should go to plugs. Well, not those kind of plugs, by the way. But other plugs.
Mike, you can't just say that.
Yes, he can. I'll give him permission. Mike can say that. Say whatever you want.
I mean, like you said, in Kingdom Hearts 3, we get to upgrade our plugs.
Oh my God, just end it.
And Emanuel, where will we find you at?
Twitch.tv/Commander Lionheart. You won't find. Maybe you will. I don't know. You'll find something in there. I don't know what it is.
There's still content, whether you make new content or not. There's still you. Have
Last
a lot
week
of
I
content.
played The Evil Within for the first time, so yeah. You'll find something. I'll be back one of these days again. It's just this week I was like,
You're on YouTube. You still post stuff on YouTube, right?
That thing exists. I haven't uploaded in over a year. But
What?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It's a very long time. I haven't. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't imagine not uploading for something for a week. Like I can't even imagine that.
No, you can just find me on Twitch.tv.
Okay.
That's where you can find me, kiddos. Don't worry.
And 11 months ago was, by the way, one of your last things. Not a year.
Almost a year, Mike. Just.
YouTube didn't say it was a year. Dominic, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at DACICHOCKI. I also am a host of the Dissonant Waves podcast on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter as well at Dissonant Waves. I will also be on this show again to discuss Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories and Bujingai the Forsaken City. So if you're looking to keep listening to me for some reason, there'll be your next episodes probably.
I like listening to you.
Yes, I think. I don't even know anymore. And Phoebe.
You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch as Let's Play Princess, and as the co-host for the up-and-coming new podcast, Nerds of Broadcast.
And you will see a link in the show notes to the things that they have mentioned. So I will put that in there. Don't even know where to go. All right, if you enjoyed this episode, there are over 600 other episodes of this podcast. You can find everything we do on Podbean. You can search, type in Power Rangers. You will find a bunch of episodes. Type in Spider-Man. If you mention that, you will find a bunch of episodes of those too. All our Kingdom Hearts stuff will be in the show notes. So if you want to this is where you dropped in. There's a lot more. Go check out our giant catalog. So if we did everything up to this point, if you want more Kingdom Hearts.
Listen to the Kingdom Hearts podcast where me and Emanuel try to hold back from the spoilers. You just heard this episode.
Yeah, that's very true. Because you guys had to be careful for a long time. I want to give a shout out to my awesome outro courtesy of Helena at Hell Halfsphere. You can follow her on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram. Definitely go support her. She's TikTok famous. And want to give a shout out to a gamer looks at 40 with Bill Tucker. He's on the show quite often. Check out his show. Shout out Talk Games Chew Bubblegum, Nomads of Fantasy, Nintendo Main Podcast. Couple of my friends. And please, if you have a Patreon, you want to support us, we have Patreon. Please join our Patreon. $1 a month. We have 1 to 2 polls every month. Maybe only one next month because I'm a bit behind. But we do polls. You can vote and affect the show. We have Discord. Please join our Discord. I mentioned it earlier. You can read comments and it's free. So we're always having new people join us and just chat with us about whatever you want to. So please do that, Emanuel. And
what's that?
Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok. There's not much TikTok. I fell off that. And YouTube audio only means you can find us on all things. And rate and review us wherever you get your podcast, please. It helps the algorithm, makes me happy. So, all right, I think that's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.